What's up, Patriots fans, and welcome into the ESPN.TV pregame show. I'm your host, Chris Drapick. The Patriots are back in town for a 3-game series, but we are under a week away from the 2017 All-Star Game. The big game, I had a chance to talk with 3 former Patriots All-Stars, not just about their All-Star experience, but about what they expect for this year's game. Check it out. Talking about the All-Star Game, obviously with being in Somerset this year, you were named an All-Star back in 2014 down in Sugar Land. Talk to me about being named to the team, finding out you were named. Did you expect it, your first emotions, things like that?
No, I wasn't expecting it. I mean, you always want to play to be the best you can be, and it was good to be recognized by the league and everybody that being one of the top players in the league at that time. And when it was down in Sugar Land, I was surprised and all that, and it was a good feeling though.
It was kind of a surprise to me, honestly. We had a really good staff that year, bullpen starting and everything, and you can only take so many pitchers. So I think I was an all-star, but I had the 4th best numbers on the staff.
I mean, I was having a good year. I mean, you kind of look, some of the other outfielders, weren't having a great year, so you knew there's a chance, but you never know with the voting, and you can never really expect it. So when it happened, it was awesome.
When you first get named and you find out, other teammates getting named, you're traveling down there. I mean, it's got to be an exciting thing. What's the theme, the vibe looking like when you're heading down there, gearing up for the big day?
It's just good to see everyone else in the league, and to experience it with some of the teammates that were with us. And like I said, we know a lot of guys from the league, and it was just good to play with them and be by side them.
From the drive up and to the drive back, I mean, there was every day had something, and every 10 minutes something happens that you're like, hey, that's something kind of special, or a pitcher will throw a nasty pitch when you least expect it, so it's a lot of fun top to bottom.
I didn't know what to expect. I know it was hot, and I remember getting there, and they told us we had to dress. They wanted us to dress real nice for our nice little dinner we were gonna have. And we get to Southern Maryland, and we're having lunch. It was humid, and everyone just sweating. We were miserable. Like, everyone was so hot. We were just like, oh my God, we need to go. But I mean, it's awesome because you play against all these guys, and you kind of have your perception of them. You're like, oh, that guy's this, that guy's that. And then once you get together, you meet them, and you're like, this guy's a nice guy. And so that's the best part about, I like about being with the All-Stars.
Eggy drove up with me, and I kind of picked his brain because I knew he'd been there before. We probably got to talking too much because I missed a few exits and ended up going through a few tolls I didn't really need to.
So we're going, and he doesn't have an easy pass on his cart. So he's just strolling right through these toll booths and like it's nothing. And then I was like, hey, you're not supposed to exit here. He's like, yeah, right here. So he exits, wrong exit, turn back around, go through the same toll booth. Then he goes, let's this exit. So exit the wrong exit again, go back. We went through the same toll booth like 3 times. And so it took us forever to get there. But it was a good experience. It was fun. I still give him crap to this day.
So does it get competitive, or is it nice to kind of catch up with guys?
Yeah, it's good to catch up with guys. And a little bit of competitive because, as an athlete, you never want to lose or anything like that. But it's just good to have some fun with some other guys.
I mean, it's competitive, but at the same time, no one wants to get hurt.
Everybody there is having a great time, and they're more relaxed, and you get to kind of know guys from the other team besides just talking to them in BP or crossing paths in the parking lot or whatever. And a lot of us have played with each other before too, so it's a nice break in the middle of the year. It is what you think it is. It's just a nice break. Everybody kind of gets together. It's good food, good company.
Everyone's just having fun. Like that year in Southern Maryland, it was actually a tie at the end of the game. So each team picked one guy, and they had like a little home run derby. Corey Smith, one of the guys from our team, ended up winning it, so we won it.
Looking back on it, what is one thing that you take away from your memory of making an Atlantic League All-Star game?
My mom finally got to see me play.
Yeah.
It had been a while, so yeah, my sister was living in right around in Austin, and they drove down to come see me play. So that's what it made it a little bit more special.
First All-Star game, just meeting the people and just being there, and then you never really see a game tie, and then have guys have a home run derby afterwards. But it kind of goes by quick. Like you're there, and then all of a sudden you're out of there.
Obviously, the All-Star Game being in Somerset, the 20th anniversary of Atlantic League, and Somerset kind of getting the honor of hosting it. What's that going to be like for this crowd, for this franchise, to host the biggest day of the year this year?
It's going to be great. I know California's got some stuff up his sleeve or something, and it's a first-class organization, so I'm not expecting anything different with the All-Star Game. I'm sure they'll go above and beyond and pull out some tricks. So I'm just excited to see what happens and wait for it to get here.
Somerset does everything right. I mean, they know how to do things, and I think it's going to be a big ceremony, and you know, the best part about like one of the things you like going to the All-Star game is you always get like cool little like gift bags and stuff like that. And like certain teams will have like different ones. So I think Somerset, no one's told me anything, but I think Somerset will end up doing it right, and you know, it'll be a good time.
I think it's going to be great. I think the fans are going to show out. I think it's going to be packed. Hopefully they do the home run derby during BP time because the wind's always blowing out. I'd like to see Roller in there. There's a lot of bats in this league I'd like to see in the home run derby, and that's coming from a pitcher. Usually we hate seeing home runs, but I think that the derby is going to be great this year. I think all the festivities before and after the game is going to be great. I know how Somerset does things, and I know other teams in the past have done it great, so I think Somerset's going to follow suit, and I think it's just going to be a great weekend for the fans, players, staff, coaches, everybody. So
I mean, hopefully the weather holds up. Like last year in Lancaster, the home run derby got rained out, and that's what I think everyone looks forward to. Everyone wants to see how far certain guys can hit the ball, and I know the fans would love to too.
What's it going to be like for those players to be out there on that field on their home turf?
Oh, it's going to be great. You know, you don't have to travel, so that's always good. And then you're going to be home in front of the crowd, and you know the crowd's going to be behind you. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting to see, you know, who's going to be there and everything like that. And I'm sure it's going to be a good show.
Playing at home would be even better. I know how much fun those guys had because I was on their team there. I was on the Bridgeport players were on my team, I should say. And you know, they had the fan support there, and I think we have even better fans here. No offense to Bridgeport, but you know, it'd be incredible. These, you know, we have everyday fans that know our names. You know, sign autographs for them 10 times. So, you know, they're super supportive.
I've never played an All-Star game in my home stadium. So I was telling the other guys, I was like, I'd love to make it, mainly because I don't want to clean out my locker for the other guys to use. But no, I mean, it'd be awesome to be you have your home crowd behind you and cheering you on, and it just means a lot.
Well, there you have it, Patriots fans, talking with Lucas Irvin, Aaron Eggleston, and Adam Donahue about the All-Star game. But that's enough All-Star talk for now. It's time for Patriots baseball right here on SPN.TV.
Yeah, I got it. A pleasant good evening and welcome back to TD Bank Ballpark here in Bridgewater, New Jersey, where tonight the Somerset Patriots play host to the Sugarland Skeeters in the first of a 3-game series here at the Jewel of the Atlantic League. The Patriots entering still with the best overall record in the Atlantic League, but 1-2 in the second half, while the Sugarland Skeeters enter 31-42 overall, 1-2 in the second half as well. Well, welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. My name is Mark Schwartz. Thank you so much for tuning into this broadcast, not only on 1450 WCTC, not only on 1450 WCTC AM.com, but also on SPN.TV. We'd like to say hi to all of our SPN.TV viewers, also all of our viewers on Facebook, facebook.com/Somerset Patriots, and on YouTube.com/Somerset Patriots as well. We are going multi-platform for today's big ball game between the Somerset Patriots and the Sugarland Skeeters. There's a post-game fireworks show presented by Operation Shoebox, New Jersey. There's also a patriotic jersey auction going on here at the Jewel of the Atlantic League today, once again sponsored by Operation Shoebox, New Jersey. Well, the Patriots are coming home after a 6-game road trip, 3 games against the Lancaster Barnstormers, 3 games against the New Britain Bees. The Patriots dropped 2 of 3 to the Barnstormers and then dropped 2 of 3 to the Bees as well. The latter series starting off this second half. Of course, the Patriots, they've already done their job so far here to this point. They won the first half Liberty Division Championship, so they've already clinched their berth in the 2017 postseason. So while you don't want to drop series, especially to Liberty Division rivals like the New Britain Bees, the Patriots have already locked up their playoff spot. But they're hoping, after an off day yesterday, to come back home here today and get right back on the winning side of things, going up against a Sugarland Skeeters team that, frankly, they've been struggling lately. This is a Skeeters team that had a lot of big weapons early on in the season. Jeremy Barfield, Andy Wilkins, both of those guys were big-time position players, putting up big-time offensive numbers in the Atlantic League, but both of them are no longer with the Sugarland Skeeters. They've both recently had their contracts purchased, which means the onus on some of these guys has really gotten even larger, and Sugarland has struggled mightily as of late. They were in contention in the Freedom Division for a long time of trying to take the first half Freedom Division championship, but they wound up finishing up the first half 10 games below 500, dropping each of their last 3 games. They're 1-2 so far in the second half, and we'll get into more information about the Sugarland Skeeters as we progress throughout tonight's ball game. Right now, it's Brett Jody talking things over with our umpiring crew and Gary Gaetti behind home plate as we get ready for first pitch here. But before we do that, we'll go into last night, well, Wednesday's ball game. The Patriots had off yesterday, and they were taking on the New Britain Bees at the final game between these two teams in the regular season at New Britain Stadium this season. And it was the Patriots who tried to rally late. New Britain got out to a 3-0 early lead against Will Oliver, making the start for Somerset on a 3-run home run from Jovan Rosa, 3 batters into the ballgame. After that point, Somerset and Will Oliver settled down very nicely, and in fact wound up rallying and tying the ballgame in the top of the 7th inning. RBI sacrifice flies from Justin Pacioli and Scott Kelly, along with an RBI single from Jovan Gonzalez, tied up that ballgame at 3. However, the Patriots would strand runners in scoring position in the 7th inning. They would strand runners again in scoring position in the 8th inning. Somerset was not able to take the lead in those situations, and then in the bottom of the 9th, Kyler Newby came on for Somerset, and unfortunately, the Bees were able to load the bases, and then Craig Maddox was the 4th batter of that inning. Maddox would ground one softly back to the pitcher's mound. Newby tried to shuffle the ball home to try to get the force out at home plate. Wasn't able to do so successfully. The Bees won that ball game by a final score of 5-4. It was only their second walk-off win of the season. So the New Britain Bees right now are actually in first place in the Liberty Division. It's the first time they've been in first place at all this season. They are 2-1. The Patriots are 1 game behind them for first at a 1-2 record. But Somerset's looking to put that behind them and get ready to potentially get back to their winning ways here. It is a beautiful, beautiful evening for baseball here in central New Jersey. Earlier today, it was raining, but you would not be able to tell. Looking at this field right now, we have all of our SPN.TV, our Facebook Live cameras that are focused on this field right now. It is beautiful. And as I say that, the Patriots are going to take the field here, rocking their new blue patriotic jerseys that will be auctioned off after tonight's ball game. But Somerset has taken the field. Both teams now walking up and getting ready for the national anthem, which cues us to take a breather. But when we come back, we'll go over the TD Bank starting lineups. We'll set up the pitching matchup and get ready for a first pitch between the Somerset Patriots and the Sugarland Skeeters on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com. 2 minutes should be good. How are the audio levels for you, Mike? Do they look all right? All right, cool. All right, you could do that. It's fine. No, we'll squeeze it, but I can make it work. Well, how much time is left on this? Well, I mean, we could come back and maybe take the traffic after the next break. If that works. All right. Got it. Welcome back to TD Bank Ballpark here on a beautiful Friday evening for baseball in Central New Jersey. Thank you so much for tuning in for today's broadcast. My name is Mark Schwartz. We have Mike Sanfilippo, who's running the boards back at our Somerset studios, and we have our entire SPN.TV crew that is in the booth right next door running our video broadcast for today's ball game as well. It's time now to go over the TD Bank starting lineups. First for the visiting Sugarland Skeeters. Hitting a curveball is hard. That's why there are no curveballs at TD Bank. They make it easy. Stop by and say hi. One human to another. TD Bank, America's most convenient bank. Member FDIC. Well, for the Sugarland Skeeters, they're managed by former Major Leaguer Gary Gaetti. He's assisted by Rafi Montalvo and Travis Scott. And their lineup today, couple of changes from the last time we saw them. It's been a while since the Patriots have actually seen the Sugarland Skeeters. But here is their lineup. It's Josh Prince leading off, and he makes the start at second base. Kevin Aarons at second. At third, Anthony Giansanti, who's played all across the board for the Sugarland Skeeters today. He hits third, and he gets the start at shortstop. The number 4 batter is Hector Oliveira in left field. Brian Pounds hits fifth at first base. Cole Gillespie is the starter in center field, a former Major Leaguer. First time the Patriots will see him this season. He hits sixth. Albert Cordero behind home plate batting seventh. Joe Benson eighth in right field. And rounding up the order for the Sugarland Skeeters is Derek Miller. He is their designated hitter, batting ninth. On the mound for the Skeeters today is Mitch Talbot, but we'll get into him in a bit because right now it is Efrain Nieves on the mound for Somerset. A 1-0 record with a 5.40 ERA. He's made just 3 appearances so far this season. He has tossed 5 innings. All 3 appearances have been relief appearances. Over those 5 innings, he's allowed 3 runs on 8 hits, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting .381 against the Southpaw, but he is in his second season with the Somerset Patriots, and Brett Jody looking for big things from the Southpaw, the Puerto Rican native. He comes onto the mound. He will work from the stretch primarily with nobody on base. He gets set as Josh Prince steps into the right-handed batter's box. Nieves from the stretch, and the first pitch of tonight's ball game, a fastball in there for a called strike, 0-1, and we're officially underway at 7:10 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, a beautiful evening for baseball. We've got post-game fireworks. Should be a great night here at TD Bank Ballpark. Fastball check swing against Josh Prince in for a called strike, and the count 0-2. Prince hitting .235 this season with 4 home runs and 27 runs batted in. He's, for the most part, been the primary leadoff batter for the Skeeters this season. The 0-2 misses outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. He's a right-handed batter working against the Southpaw Efrain Nieves, 6 feet, 170 pounds, the 27-year-old. On the hill here, the 1-2 sidearm delivery over the head of the shortstop, Scott Kelly, and into left field. A leadoff base hit for Josh Prince here in the top of the first inning. So with that, we will set the defense for the Somerset Patriots. Starting in the outfield, moving from left to right, it's Aaron Eggleston, Justin Pacioli, and Greg Golston. Around the horn, it's Carlos Guzman getting the start at third base, Scott Kelly at short, Tyler Bortnick at second, Christian Marrero at first, and Adam Donahue is the catcher tonight for Efrain Nieves on the mound. So a runner at first with nobody out in the top of the first inning. And up to the plate will come Kevin Aarons. Prince with a huge jump. Fastball misses outside. The throw down to second won't be in time. And Josh Prince quickly into scoring position. That's his 21st stolen base of the season. He's now 21 of 25. And it's a 1-0 count to the right-handed hitting Kevin Aarons. The Patriots wearing their new patriotic jerseys, which will be auctioned off after the game. So it's a blue top with red and white stripes going down the sleeves. White numbers and lettering with a red trim. The 1-0 fastball in for a called strike, 1-1. To go along with white pants and the Patriots wearing their traditional home cap. It's a navy cap with a navy brim. But it's pretty much a color-on-color matchup here because the Sugarland Skeeters are wearing their black jerseys. So 2 darkly shaded jerseys in today's ball game. The 1-1 grounded over to short. It's bobbled by Kelly. He collects, throws on to first. That's in time. It beats Aarons. Ball was hit sharply, so it gave Kelly enough time to make the play. So 1 away now in the top of the first, and up to the plate comes Anthony Giansanti. Well, the umpires for today's ball game, it's Fred DeJesus behind home, Calvin Baker at first, and Warren Nicholson is the third base umpire. Giansanti at the plate here, another right-handed batter to work against the southpaw Efrain Nieves. Giansanti hitting .288 this season with 4 home runs and 25 runs batted in. He's been in a bit of a slump lately. First pitch here from Nieves, misses inside, 1 ball and no strikes. So again, the Skeeters, they're wearing their black jerseys with gray pants and blue numbers and lettering with a white trim, and then a single-tone lighter blue cap than the Patriots blue. Sugarlands is more of a definite blue, whereas the Patriots are more of a navy. But it's a single-tone blue cap with a blue brim for the Skeeters. Giansanti fouls off the fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 away in the top of the first inning. No score. We're just underway here at TD Bank Ballpark. Again, a huge thank you to all of our radio followers as well as our video followers today on SPN.TV and Facebook.com/Somerset Patriots. The 1-1 here to Giansanti is skied foul down the first base line. Over for a look is Christian Marrero, and he makes the backhanded catch in the field of play, but tagging up from second base, advancing to third, is Josh Prince. So the Patriots get Giansanti out on a foul out down the first base line in foul territory. But it is a bit of a productive out for Giansanti as it advances Prince over to third. So now a runner at third base with 2 out in the top of the first inning. Up to the plate comes Hector Oliveira. So Oliveira will step in. Another righty to work against the southpaw Nieves. The infield will play back with 2 out, no score in the top of the first. Wind slightly blowing from right field to left field. First pitch from Nieves, in for a called strike, 0-1. Oliveira hitting .301 this season, 2 home runs and 11 runs batted in. Didn't look great the last time that the Patriots saw him in the 3 games he played here at TD Bank Ballpark. The 0-1 swings right over an off-speed pitch, well out in front, and the count moves to 0-2. And that's pretty much what we saw from Oliveira. I mean, this is a guy that comes in with as big a resume, potentially, as anybody in the Atlantic League. Granted, he only played 30 games at the major league level, but he is a big-time name in this league, specifically referencing the signing bonus he had a couple of years ago. He scoops this one over to left center field, but over his Aaron Eggleston, he makes the catch, and that retires the side. So no runs for the Skeeters on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. To the bottom of the first, no score on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
Hyundai is prepping for our best 4th of July ever.
So what's your best deal?
Right now, you can save up to $6,000 on a new Santa Fe Sport.
And here's the best part.
America's best warranty comes on any new Hyundai.
Any new Hyundai.
The 4th of July sales event only happens once a year.
That's how we roll.
So it's go time.
Boom.
I'll take this one.
Better is the reason to buy Hyundai. And here's another reason to buy now. Hurry into your local Hyundai dealer today and get up to $6,000 in total savings on a Santa Fe Sport. But don't wait. Offer ends
Bottom of the first inning here at TD Bank Ballpark. Mark Schwartz on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com. Time now to set the TD Bank starting lineup for the hosting Somerset Patriots, managed by Brett Jody, assisted by Corey Dommel and Glenn Barker. It is Scott Kelly leading off, followed by Christian Marrero. Greg Golson hits third. Kyle Roller is the Raritan Building Services cleanup batter of the ballgame. Raritan Building Services, we don't cut corners, we clean them. Carlos Guzman hits 5th, Adam Donahue 6th, Tyler Bortnick 7th, Aaron Eggleston 8th, and rounding up the order for the Patriots is Justin Pacioli hitting 9th, as they work against Mitch Talbot on the mound here for the Sugarland Skeeters. Talbot 2-1 on the season with a 6.30 earned run average. The righty delivers home, and the first pitch fastball to Kelly, and at the knees for a called strike 0-1. Talbot has tossed 30 innings so far this season, has struck out 29 batters against 12 walks, and opponents are hitting .308 against him. Fastball misses low here to Kelly. 1 ball and 1 strike. Talbot has appeared against the Patriots 2 times so far this season. The 1-1 in for a called strike. 1-2 to the right-handed hitting Kelly. Somerset saw Talbot for 2 1/3 innings back on May 23rd, in which he allowed 3 runs on 4 hits. They then saw him for 2 innings on June 3rd, in which he allowed 4 runs on 5 hits. The 1-2 to Kelly, shattered bat. It ricochets all the way into the netting behind home plate. It's a grounder to short, and the throw from Anthony Giansanti is high to first, but the tag applied by Brian Pounds. So an eventful first out here in the bottom of the first inning. And with that, we will set the defense for the Sugarland Skeeters in the outfield from left to right. Hector Oliveira, Cole Gillespie, and Joe Benson in right field. Around the horn, Kevin Aarons at third, Anthony Giansanti at short. Josh Prince is the second baseman, Brian Pounds at first. And behind home plate for Sugarland is Albert Cordero. So 1 out, nobody on, and no score here at the Jewel of the Atlantic League. We are just underway between the Skeeters and the Somerset Patriots. First of a 3-game weekend series here. It's the final series before the All-Star game. First pitch to Marrero here is a fastball that misses outside, 1-0. Of course, we're very excited to host the 2017 Atlantic League All-Star Game right here at TD Bank Ballpark. It is less than a week away. Wednesday, July 12th is when we get underway for all the All-Star Game festivities. Fastball to Marrero in for a called strike, 1-1. Tickets are still on sale, guys. Also, you could purchase them online at somersetpatriots.com. You could come to the ticket office here in person to purchase them, or you could call us at 908-252-0700. Ask for the ticket office and get your tickets to the 2017 All-Star Game, as Marrero fouls off the fastball here. Falls behind in the count 1-2. And the All-Star Game's, it's really going to be awesome, guys. There's a home run derby beforehand. It's presented by Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey and Robert Wood Johnson Barnabas Health. There's going to be commemorative yearbooks, giveaways. There's celebrity appearances. We just announced a special national anthem for the game. Christian Marrero takes the fastball inside here from Mitch Talbot. 2 balls and 2 strikes. John Sterling's going to be here to help MC the home run derby. It's going to be a home run derby also. It's a Revolutionary War theme. So there's going to be all these different encampments and these cool concourse tables set up. Marrero here grounds one softly over to second. Might have broken his bat on that one as well. As the play is fielded by Josh Prince, he throws it on to Brian Pound. So 2 out, nobody on in the bottom of the first inning. That'll bring Greg Golson to the plate. But in addition to all that, I mean, George Washington's going to be here. It's going to be such a cool setup here at TD Bank Ballpark. Tickets are flying by. They're still available, but you have to get yours today. And, of course, the special national anthem that we announced for the game is 2-time Tony Award winner Brian Stokes Mitchell. He will be singing the national anthem before the All-Star Game next Wednesday. Greg Golson, first pitch swinging here, grounds it over to short. It's bobbled by Aarons. Quick throw to first. It's not in time. Golson beats out the throw. That'll likely be ruled in E6 against Kevin Aarons. He had to charge in, and Golson has a lot of speed, but the ball sort of hit his glove, rolled up his arm. It is ruled in E6. So that's the first base runner of the ball game for the Somerset Patriots. Golson will lead off at first with plenty of speed, and up to plate comes Kyle Roller. But yeah, Brian Stokes Mitchell will be singing the national anthem. There'll be entertainment during the game by Berserk and the Superstars. 2 special honorary managers, Sparky Lyle and Willie Randolph. A huge post-game fireworks show. I mean, everything that you could ask for a marquee, can't-miss summer evening event is going to take place here on Wednesday. You've got to make sure that you get your tickets soon, guys. As the first pitch fastball to Kyle Roller misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. It is the can't-miss event of the summer here. I mean, I'm getting excited. I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it right now, and I get to be an active participant, and I am super, super excited to be able to work that game. The 1-0 here to Roller misses low, 2 balls and no strikes. That game, of course, will also be broadcast on 1450 WCTC. It'll also be broadcast on SPN.TV, on Facebook.com/Somerset Patriots. We're going to be blasting out all the information everywhere. So there's a lot of opportunities to see the game, but the best way to experience it, coming here to TD Bank Ballpark in person and enjoying everything here. The 2-0 to Roller misses low, 3 balls and no strikes. I mean, the last time that the Somerset Patriots hosted an All-Star game was 2008. This is 9 years later. You don't want to miss out on an opportunity to come out for this game and say, oh, I'll catch it the next time, and then who knows when the next time the Patriots are going to host the All-Star game. This is when they're doing it. It's coming up tomorrow, coming up on Wednesday, as Roller here takes a pitch in for a called strike. 3-1's the count. So Kyle Roller, a left-handed batter at the plate. Mitch Talbot working from the stretch, checks the runner over at second base. And stares in towards, checks the runner at first, looks towards Greg Golson, throws over, and Golson back standing safely. So it's Golson leading off of first. He is held on by Brian Pounds. Kyle Roller at the plate here. The 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Swung over the curveball, and the count runs full now to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Roller, a left-handed batter, hitting .364 on the season with 9 home runs and 30 runs batted in. Talbot comes set once again. He'll stare towards his catcher, Albert Cordero, as Roller grounds this one past the diving third baseman Kevin Aarons into left field. Greg Golson will go first to third. And the Patriots with runners on the corners now with 2 out. Kyle Roller continues to play very well at the plate here for Somerset. That's the first base hit of the ball game for the Patriots. And now up to the plate will come Carlos Guzman. So it'll be Carlos Guzman at the plate here with 2 out and 2 on in the bottom of the first inning. No score between the Somerset Patriots and the Sugarland Skeeters. Efrain Nieves was able to work a scoreless top of the first, but now run scoring opportunity here for Somerset. First pitch to Carlos Guzman, a fastball that misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Guzman, a left-handed batter, hitting .264 on the season. The 1-0 swung on and chopped foul. Right in front of home plate. Maybe hit off against his shin. And it's a 1-1 count. It's Greg Golson leading off of third base and Kyle Roller off of first, with middle infielders playing back with 2 out. Over at third base is Kevin Aarons. He plays back as well, but the first baseman, Brian Pounds, holds on Roller, who can run pretty well for a 250-pound individual. Mitch Talbot comes set. The 1-1 to Guzman. This is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, Guzman tied for the team lead in runs batted in on the season with 35. He's been in a bit of a slump lately. This is certainly a good opportunity for him to try to break out of that. The 2-1 swung on and fouled off over the screen, out of play. And that runs the count even now to 2 balls and 2 strikes. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error for Sugarland. No runs on 1 hit and no errors for the Patriots. We're just underway here at TD Bank Ballpark. First game of a 3-game weekend series. Guzman, a lefty, working against Mitch Talbot, a righty. Stares over towards first, now comes set. The 2-2 pitch. Fastball misses inside. That'll run the count full now to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Golson here waves the two-tone bat above his back left shoulder. Talbot from the stretch, the 3-2. Swing and a missed strike 3. Guzman strikes out. That retires the side. No score as we head to the top of the second inning on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
If your child is facing a special health challenge, from chronic illness or autism to spinal cord injuries or developmental delays, it can feel like a long road ahead. But Children's Specialized Hospital is with you for every step, with the nation's most advanced care in multiple locations. And we bring your whole family by our side, adding your expertise to ours, because working together, we can bring children further than you've ever imagined.
Children's Specialized Hospital.
Why is this not working? I'm working on it, but I'm trying to do this at the same time. What's that? Hey, I can't really, I'm trying to work this Comrex thing, but I've got the TV broadcast going on at the same time, so I got to broadcast for the TV while also trying to work this Comrex and try to get it to work. It says I'm connected to the internet. I keep on pressing call setup. I press connect on the CTC line that I was connected to, and it just says call setup requesting call, and it doesn't go through. Yeah, I'll work on that, but all the audio is hooked up for the TV broadcast as well. It's a simulcast, which is why I don't really want to take apart everything and try to put it all back together. But I'm trying to get everything going, but I've got the, see, that's just timed out. Yeah, it still says it still says the link is going on. Hold on, I gotta, the TV broadcast is going, so I gotta call this, and then I'm just gonna keep working on it while it's going on, because I gotta call the TV game. All right, hold on. Welcome back here to TD Bank Ballpark. We apologize for the brief technical difficulties, but it's Efrain Nieves on the mound here, working against Brian Pounds, and the 2-2 pitch to Brian Pounds is a line drive hit into right field. That's a base hit. So Brian Pounds leads off the top of the second inning with a base hit. It's the second hit of the ball game for the Sugarland Skeeters, and that'll bring Cole Gillespie onto the mound. Oh, Cole Gillespie out to the plate. So Gillespie is center fielder. He's the 7th batter in the order, hitting .364 on the season with no home runs and 2 runs batted in. First time the Patriots are seeing him this season. He's only played in 6 games so far with the Sugarland Skeeters. First pitch from Nieves misses low for a ball 1-0. Pitch in there for a strike, 1-1. So Gillespie, a right-handed batter, with Pounds leading off of first, and the pitch from Nieves misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. No score here in the top of the second inning. No runs, 2 hits for the Skeeters. No runs, 1 hit for the Somerset Patriots. It's Pounds, Gillespie, and Cordero due up here in the top of the second. Gillespie 8 for 22 in his first 6 games in a Sugarland uniform. A huge jump off of first base from Brian Pounds. He's able to dive in, but the tag applied by Tyler Bortnick. And Pounds is ruled out, so a caught stealing. Adam Donahue guns down Brian Pounds for the first out here. So now 1 away, and a 2-2 count to the right-handed hitting Gillespie. 8 years of experience at the major league level. 3-2 count now to the righty Gillespie. Pitch from Nieves. Swung on and lifted towards left field, deep. Back goes Eggleston right near the warning track. He lines it up and makes the catch for the second out. So 2 out now with nobody on in the second inning. And up to the plate will come Albert Cordero, who had been splitting time at the catching position alongside Wilfredo Rodriguez for a while, but it's Cordero who's starting in today's ballgame. A .258 batter with 2 home runs and 17 runs batted in. First pitch here to the right-handed hitting Cordero is a fastball that misses inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Middle infield plays back. The corner infielders play straight up against the right-handed hitting Cordero. It's 1-0 count here against the southpaw Nieves. Delivers over towards home. It's grounded over to short. Fielded by Scott Kelly. His throw to first in time. And that retires the side. So 1-2-3 inning for Ephraim Nieves. Will go to the bottom of the second. No score on 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
We the people are tired of being surprised with extra monthly fees. We want HD and every box and DVR all included. Because we don't like surprises.
Yes, like changing up the celebrity at the end to someone more handsome and talented.
Really?
And British.
Switch from cable to DirecTV. Get 4 rooms with HD DVR and every box included for $25 a month.
Bottom of the second inning here at TD Bank Ballpark. Adam Donahue will lead off the inning, working against Mitch Talbot, who's able to work himself out of danger in the first inning. The Patriots had runners on the corners with 2 out and failed to get the run across. Carlos Guzman wound up striking out. So it's Adam Donahue to lead off the second inning. Donahue, Bortnick, and Aaron Eggleston due up. First pitch fastball misses for a ball against Mitch Talbot, 1-0. The 1-0 here to Donahue. Misses low. 2 balls and no strikes. Donahue hitting .261 this season with 2 home runs and 15 runs batted in. 3 for 10 against the Sugarland Skeeters so far this year. The 2-0 is skied towards right. Underneath it is Joe Benson. Camps under it, he makes the catch for the first out. So up to the plate will come Tyler Bortnick. Bortnick, a .283 batter with a home run. A home run and 26 runs batted in. No runs, 2 hits for the Skeeters. No runs on 1 hit for the Somerset Patriots. Bortnick, a right-handed batter, steps in. First pitch fastball in for a called strike, 0-1. The 0-1 to Bortnick, line drive towards right field. Over goes Joe Benson. He's able to run it down and make the catch. And now there's 2 away. So 2 batters here in the second inning, 2 fly balls to right field, 2 out. And now Aaron Eggleston comes up, a .275 batter with a home run and 24 runs batted in. 5th year with the Somerset Patriots. He is one of 8 Patriots who was elected to the 2017 Atlantic League All-Star Game, again happening just a couple of days from now here at TD Bank Ballpark. Eggleston very excited to represent the Patriots in the Liberty Division. The team will also be managed by Somerset Patriots manager Brett Jody, and the regular Patriots coaching staff will be assisting him as well. As the pitch here to Eggleston, in for a called strike, 0-1. In for a called strike as well. So Aaron Eggleston, who has drawn the 4th most walks in the Atlantic League this season, has fallen behind in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 swung on, bloop towards shallow left. Out goes the shortstop, Giansanti. He makes the catch, and that retires the side. So a quick 1-2-3 inning. Head to the third, no score on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com. Top of the third inning here from TD Bank Ballpark. Mark Schwartz on SPN.TV, and the first pitch over to Joe Benson is grounded up the middle. It's fielded by Tyler Bortnick, but his throw to first base couldn't be scooped out by Christian Marrero, and on to second goes Benson. Would have been a nice play by Bortnick over at second base, but Marrero couldn't make the scoop, so on to second goes Benson, and the Skeeters with a leadoff batter aboard. That'll likely be ruled an infield single for Benson, and then advancing over to second base on the error, which is exactly what it is ruled, so I had that correct. First error of the ball game for the Patriots. So a runner at second base here with nobody out. As the first pitch to Derek Miller in for a called strike, 0-1. So it's Benson leading off of second. It's the second time that the Skeeters have had a runner in scoring position today. It's also the third consecutive inning in which Sugar Land has had their leadoff batter reach base. The 0-1 here in for a called strike, 1-1. Nieves from the stretch here. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on, lifted towards shallow left center. Over goes Aaron Eggleston. He calls off Justin Pacioli to make the catch. Bluffing a tag from second base is Joe Benson. So Miller flies out to left. That'll bring us back to the top of the order here. And Josh Prince. Prince had a base hit back in the first inning and advanced over to second base on a stolen base before heading over to third on a foul out from Anthony Giansanti, but he was stranded there. Both teams have had opportunities to score in the early goings of this broadcast, but neither time either side was really able to capitalize. So Miller leading off of second, and the fastball here from Efrain Nieves to Josh Prince misses low. Prince, a right-handed batter, working against the lefty Nieves, making his first start of the season. Fourth overall appearance. Struggled his first time out, but has really pitched well in his last two times out, which helped give him the call. Well, helped make the decision a little easier for Brett Jody, as the Patriots needed a starting pitcher for today's ball game. Prince fouls off the fastball, and it's a 1-1 count. No score, top of the third inning, one out with a runner at second base. Beautiful, warm evening for baseball here in Somerset. Fastball from Nieves misses low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Nieves comes set here, checks the runner at second, the 2-1. Lifted towards right center field, fairly deep. Back goes Greg Golson, back goes Justin Pacioli. Neither of them can get there. It one hops against the wall. Rounding third here is Joe Benson. He's going to score easily. And coming through there is Josh Prince, an RBI double, his 28th run batted in of the season. And that gets the Skeeters on the board. It scores now 1-0. So Sugar Land now leading 1-0 over the Somerset Patriots. It'll be Prince off of second. Tyler Bortnick holds him on. And the fastball here to Kevin Aarons misses inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Aarons grounded out to short his first time up. He's 0 for 1. A right-handed batter. Nieves from the stretch, the 1-0. Fastball misses low. 2 balls and no strikes. So it's an early 1-0 lead for the Sugar Land Skeeters. The Patriots will have to play from behind for the 4th consecutive game. They have not scored first yet in any game in the second half this season. Fell behind early in all 3 games against the New Britain Bees. rallied for one win in that 3-game series as Aarons pulls this one foul down the third base line. And once again, they'll have to play from behind here. Josh Prince splitting the gap in right center field for an RBI double. He was just 5 for 31 over his last 7 games coming into today. But he is 2 for 2 with a single, a double, a run batted in, and a stolen base. And it's now Kevin Aarons at the plate. Nieves steers in towards his catcher, Adam Donahue. The 2-1. Fastball misses inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Aarons began the season with the Lancaster Barnstormers, but made his way over here to Sugar Land. Got off to a very strong start with Lancaster. Over 18 games, hitting .319, but since coming over to the Skeeters, the numbers haven't fully translated. As the 3-1 pitch here from Nieves misses outside, ball 4. So Kevin Aarons draws a walk. That's the first walk allowed by Efrain Nieves today. He'll take first base. And now runners at first and second with 1 away. And up to the plate will come Anthony Giansanti. So Giansanti at the plate here. And with runners at first and second and 1 away. Giansanti fouled out to first base back in the first inning. Again, we're broadcasting live on 1450 WCTC and SPN.TV. We apologize for any technical difficulties on the radio side for the first couple of innings, but we should be back shortly. The first pitch here to Giansanti misses inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Giansanti is starting at shortstop today, but he's spent the majority of his time for the Sugar Land Skeeters so far this season actually in the outfield. The 1-0, swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. He has been selected to the Atlantic League All-Star game. That'll actually be managed by Gary Gaetti and the Sugar Land Skeeters coaching staff, of course, because the Skeeters are the reigning Atlantic League champions. They swept the Long Island Ducks in the 2016 Atlantic League Championship Series. Nieves from the stretch, the 1-1, swing and a miss. Giansanti well out in front of that off-speed pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. With 1 out in the top of the third, and the Skeeters leading the Patriots 1-0. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses inside. Two and two's the count. Giansanti, the number 3 batter in the order for the Skeeters, certainly got off to a blazing hot start for this team, but has slowed down a bit as of late. The slider here from Nieves misses inside, and that runs the count full now to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Giansanti had a Sugar Land Skeeter record 26-game hit streak earlier this season, but over his last 8 games, he's hitting just .172, and his batting average has dropped to .288. This guy was among league leaders in batting pretty much the entire season. Nieves comes set, taken off of the runners. It's a double steal attempt, but Giansanti grounds it foul. So the count holds at 3 balls and 2 strikes. It looked like Josh Prince, who already has a stolen base today, took a large head start off of the second base bag, and Kevin Aarons was going to try to follow suit over at first. But it was fouled off by Giansanti, so the count holds at 3-2 with 1 out in the top of the third, and the Sugar Land Skeeters leading it over the Patriots 1-0. Nieves comes set, checks the runners. Once again, Prince dances off of second. This time Nieves spins around, stares him back towards the bag, trying to catch him, trying to take advantage of him. Nieves looking over towards second, but back standing without a throw was Josh Prince. Certainly a threat to take off. The 3-2, here he takes off, and this one's lined just foul down the third base line. Foul by about maybe a foot or so. Narrowly missing what would have been probably a bases clearing extra base hit, because both Prince was taken off from second and Kevin Aarons was taking off from first, but Giansanti just missing that one. So once again, the count remains full against Nieves, who is being held on a bit of a pitch count today. Brett Jody needed a starting pitcher. Nieves has starting experience, but talking with Brett before the game, he said his pitch count probably at around 65 pitches today. Nieves is approaching that right now. He's at 46, about to throw his 47th with one out in the top of the third inning. Again, Prince continues to dance off of second base a little bit. It has Tyler Bortnick now standing right on the second base bag. Prince takes off, Giansanti swings through it, and the throw down to third in time. A strike him out, throw him out, double play. Giansanti slams his helmet in frustration, and that retires the side. So we'll head to the bottom of the third. Sugarland leads 1-0 on 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
I couldn't hold my meals down anymore. I would get chronic fatigue.
Yeah, in the beginning, it's very tough when you're first told that somebody that you love has to have a transplant.
Where do I go? Who can come and get themselves tested? You know, to see who's a match for me.
Yeah, I'm on a break right now.
At Hunterdon Family Medicine at Bridgewater, board-certified family practice physicians Drs. Klein and Shapiro provide a full range of medical services, including acupuncture. We look forward to caring for your family. Visit hunterdonhealthcare.org.
Commercial break, but the thing is, all of the TV production and TV audio is plugged in to this radio system right now, so I'd have to unplug all the TV audio and try to plug it all back in, and that's I don't really want to risk that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna keep my eye on it the entire night. Bottom of the third inning from TD Bank Ballpark. Mark Schwartz here on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, WCTCAM.com. Again, if you're tuning in on the radio, we thank you so much for your patience, and we hope to have everything cleared away now. But the Patriots are currently trailing this ballgame 1-0. A Josh Prince RBI double in the top of the third inning has the Sugarland Skeeters in front 1-0. And it'll be Justin Pacioli to lead off the bottom of the third for the Patriots. So it'll be Pacioli and then back to the top of the order, Scott Kelly and Christian Marrero. First pitch to Pacioli in for a called strike, 0-1. Pacioli hitting .329 with no home runs and 20 runs batted in. The 0-1 in for a called strike, 0-2. The Skeeters have seen plenty of Pacioli, while there are a couple of new guys on this Patriots team that Sugarland might not be as accustomed to. Pacioli has seen plenty of Sugarland, and he's had some good success against them. Curveball here from Mitch Talbot misses low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pacioli 11 for 29 against the Sugarland Skeeters this season with 3 RBI and 4 runs scored. Right-handed batter, the 0-2 is fouled off, so Pacioli able to stay alive. Recently had a 14-game on-base streak come to a close in the Patriots' last game against the New Britain Bees. Pacioli did have a sacrifice fly and a run batted in that game, but failed to reach base, which ended that 14-game on-base streak. He has been such a strong player for the Patriots this season in terms of getting on base and contributing really across the board. Swings and chops the 1-2 delivery from Talbot foul. So the count holds at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, because the Patriots are at the plate and it's the bottom of the third inning, it's time now to give the My Rewards radio code for today's broadcast. So go to your Patriots mobile app, go to the My Rewards section, get ready to enter this code. As the 1-2 curveball to Pacioli misses inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The My Rewards code for today's broadcast is DORM, D-O-R-M. That is your My Rewards code So go to the Patriots mobile app, enter the code DORM, D as in dog, O-R-M. And you'll be able to get yourself some My Rewards points. Pacioli fouls off the fastball delivery here from Talbot. That runs the count even to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Talbot found himself in some danger in the first inning. The Patriots had runners on the corners with 2 out. Carlos Guzman struck out swinging. And then Talbot worked a quick, scoreless bottom of the second inning. So here he comes set. He'll work from the windup. Stares in towards home, and Pacioli will ask for time. It's granted to him by the home plate umpire, Fred DeJesus. Talbot here from the windup, the 2-2. Breaking ball misses outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Well, Pacioli has certainly been able to get on base, whether it be with base hits, infield singles, walks, hit batsmen. I mean, the guy, right now, he would lead the Atlantic League in on-base percentage if he was a qualified player. Here he grounds one sharply over to short. It's fielded by Anthony Giansanti, who throws it onto first in time for the first out. So Pacioli retired here. That'll bring us back to the top of the order. And Scott Kelly. Kelly grounded out to short his first time up as well. So it's a 1-0 Sugarland Skeeters lead. A run on 4 hits for Sugarland. No runs on 1 hit for the Somerset Patriots. The only hit the Patriots had was Kyle Roller single that just got past the diving third baseman Kevin Aarons back in the first inning. That allowed Greg Golson, who had reached on an error, to go first to third. But Somerset failed to score there. Still a close game as the first pitch to Scott Kelly, a fastball at the knees for a called strike, 0-1. And this is a guy in Mitch Talbot who the Patriots have had success against so far this season. Talbot trying to work his 3rd scoreless inning here, making his 9th appearance of the season, 7th start. He's been sort of a spot starter / long reliever for Sugarland. The 0-1 to Kelly, grounded over towards second, long hop fielded by Josh Prince. He'll throw on to first, that beats Kelly. And now there's 2 away. And now with 2 out and nobody on, up to the plate comes Christian Marrero. Well, the Patriots have fallen into a bit of a trend lately, where they've been struggling in the early goings of each game, struggling to really get things going, and then not really picking it up at the plate until the later stages of the ball game, working against more so the bullpen. Now, granted, I'm drawing on this really off of just the last 3 games when the Patriots were on the road against the New Britain Bees, but each time the New Britain starting pitcher pitched very well against Somerset, and it wasn't until Patriots got to the bullpen later in the ball game that they started to draw closer. As Marrero swung through the first pitch fastball here, so the count 0-1. Marrero looking to change that. He went 2 for 5 on Wednesday against the New Britain Bees, working against their starting pitcher Greg Nappo, who was making his first start in his Atlantic League career. Here the fastball to Marrero misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Patriots rallied late in that game on Wednesday, scoring 3 runs in the 7th inning, but eventually losing 5-4 in the 9th. Fastball again to Marrero, misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Christian's hitting .383 for the Patriots this season with 2 home runs and 17 runs batted in. Left-handed batter works against Talbot here. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball had some sinking movement to it. Came a little low and inside to the left-handed hitting Marrero. He swung right over it. So deuce is wild now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away in the bottom of the 3rd. 1-0 the Sugarland Skeeters lead. A run on 4 hits. Difference coming on an RBI double from Josh Prince in the top of the 3rd. 2-2 to Marrero, misses inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Fans continue to file in here at TD Bank Ballpark. A very nice walk-up crowd today as we're starting to fill up the general seating bowl here. The 3-2 pitch, fouled off. It is a beautiful evening for baseball. We're going to have a nice sunset. Sun normally sets behind the suite level here, which offers, a really nice picture. We have a drone that we fly sometimes that gets some really nice pictures looking back towards the general field of play and getting that nice sunset. 3-2 to Marrero. Breaking ball in for a called 3rd strike. Mitch Talbot gets his second strikeout of the ball game, and we head to the fourth. Skeeters leading 1-0 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
What's better than winning Dealer Rater's Dealer of the Year award? Winning it back-to-back. That's right. Flemington Car and Truck Country is New Jersey's Dealer Rater Dealer of the Year 2 years in a row. So thank you to our customers for putting us on top again. Visit DealerRater.com to read our reviews. Over 1 million satisfied customers can't be wrong. 17 brands, 6,000 vehicles in one location. Flemington Car and Truck Country family of dealerships.
Proud to be the better way to buy.
Hyundai is prepping for our best 4th of July ever.
So what's your best deal?
Right now, you can save up to $6,750 on the new Sonata.
And here's the best part.
America's best warranty comes on any new Hyundai.
Any new Hyundai.
The 4th of July sales event only happens once a year.
That's how we roll.
So it's go time. Boom.
I'll take this one.
Better is the reason to buy Hyundai. And here's another reason to buy now. Hurry into your local Hyundai dealer today and lease a Sonata for an incredibly low $129 a month. Or get up to $6,750.
All right. Looking for a new or used car? There's no better place than the Flemington Car Truck Country family of brands, located on routes 202 and 31 in Flemington or at flemington.com. There you'll find a family-centered organization ready to take care of all of your automotive needs, as they have done since 1976. Visit NJ.com, the #1 local source for news and information about New Jersey and our communities, from our schools to our streets, our city halls, high school sports, and pro sports. Small news, big news, True Jersey, NJ.com. Efrain Nieves back on the mound here, and the first pitch to Hector Oliveira for the top of the 4th inning, in for a called strike, 0-1. So the Patriots trailing early here on the comeback trail. Nieves working on a pitch count, roughly around, talking with Brett Jody, about 65 to 70 pitches today is where Nieves will top out at, as the 1-0-1 fastball misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. It's the 4-5-6 batters due up for the Skeeters here. Oliveira followed by Brian Pounds and Cole Gillespie. Oliveira flew out to left field his first time up. The 1-1 from Nieves misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. So Nieves was at 47 pitches through the first 3 innings, allowing 1 run. He trails 1-0. Brett would love to try to get him at least through 5, try to eat up some innings for the Patriots, and put off having to go to the bullpen until as late as possible. Fastball missed inside to Oliveira, so it's now a 3-1 count with no out, nobody on base in the top of the 4th. Donahue sets up behind home. The 3-1 pitch misses inside, ball 4. Second walk allowed by Efrain Nieves today. So Oliveira will take first. It's the first time he's been on pace. And now up to the plate comes Josh Pounds. Pounds had a base hit back in the 2nd inning, but he was caught stealing, trying to swipe second against Adam Donahue. Donahue's actually caught 2 different guys stealing today. Threw out Brian Pounds at 2nd, and then in the last inning, to finish off the inning, threw out Josh Prince trying to swipe 3rd on a strike him out, throw him out double play with Anthony Giansanti at the plate. But now it's Oliveira leading off of first with Pounds at the plate here. Pounds a 190 batter this season, 5 home runs and 21 runs batted in. Takes the first pitch from Nieves inside for a ball, 1-0. And Pounds has struggled against the Somerset Patriots when he's been with the Skeeters as well. He's 1 for 11 against the Patriots as a member of the Sugarland Skeeters. The 1-0 to Pounds misses outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Pounds, one of 2 players on the Skeeters team that was acquired mid-season. No, I shouldn't even say mid-season. We're around mid-season now, early in the season. The Skeeters acquired Pounds from the York Revolution. They acquired Kevin Aarons from the Lancaster Barnstormers. 2 Freedom Division rivals wound up helping out Sugarland. The 2-0 here. misses upstairs, 3 balls and no strikes. And now it's Efrain Nieves, who's struggling to find his command a bit. Nieves has settled down nicely in his last couple of appearances, after certainly struggling his first time out. This is a guy that was very impressive with the Patriots last season. 3-0 here, misses upstairs, ball 4. Back-to-back walks to begin the 4th inning, and that'll bring Corey Dommel out to the mound to have a conversation with Nieves. He also signals towards the Patriots bullpen to get them loosened up and ready to go. Attention baseball fans, this summer the Atlantic League will play its 20th All-Star game at TD Bank Ballpark in Somerset on Wednesday, July 12th. Join the Somerset Patriots All-Stars and enjoy a perfect summer night at the ballpark and catch the league's brightest stars compete in a home run derby and the Midsummer Classic. There will be a Revolutionary War theme, giveaways, collectibles, your favorite ballpark food, and a post-game fireworks show that will light up the sky, with all the fun brought to you by Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health, and Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey. Get your tickets today at SomersetPatriots.com. Well, Corey Dommel continues to have a conversation with Nieves and every infielder for the Patriots, except for Tyler Bortnick, who decided not to join in on the conversation. But this could be as much a conversation to settle down Nieves as it is to talk strategy with how the Patriots want to play this one. They're trailing by 1 with nobody out in the top of the 4th inning. Up to the plate will come Colby Gillespie, and he has 8 years of experience at the Major League level, and I wonder if he would look to potentially drop a bunt down in this situation. Nieves has been struggling with his command here in the 4th, so I wouldn't be surprised if Gillespie wanted to maybe take a strike, see what he could do. But it's also a bunt situation. He's not bunting, and the first pitch here is grounded foul down the third base line, 0-1. So not only was he not bunting, but he was also not taking a strike after Nieves had walked 2 consecutive batters. So Gillespie, who's 8 for 22 in his first 6 games with the Skeeters, that's a .364 batting average with a pair of RBI. Works here against Nieves. The 0-1 is lifted foul down the right field line. And Gillespie has fallen behind in the count 0-2. Gillespie with 8 seasons of experience at the Major League level, combined with the Arizona Diamondbacks, San Francisco Giants, Chicago Cubs, Seattle Mariners, Toronto Blue Jays. All spending time at the Major League level, and the Miami Marlins as well. Waves the bat above his shoulder, the 0-2. Misses inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nieves' pitch count continues to rise here, and the Patriots do have movement in their bullpen. Looks like Alex Goyen is the one that's getting loose right now. Goyen has been used as a long reliever multiple times this season, so not a big surprise he's the first guy getting loose. 1-2 to Gillespie, fouled off. Count holds at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Figured it could either be Goyen or potentially Connor Root as 2 of the long relief options for Brett Jody, if he wanted to tap into that segment of the bullpen early on. Last time Goyen pitched was July 2nd against the Lancaster Barnstormers. Connor Root more recently on July 4th. Fastball here from Nieves misses low. And now it's a 2-2 count. And the Patriots will be looking for Nieves to contribute in various different ways. I mean, he started his career with the Somerset Patriots last season as a reliever before eventually working his way into the starting rotation. Made 3 starts. Well, made 6 starts total, but his last 3 starts was able to work deeper into ball games. As the fastball here to Gillespie misses upstairs, and that runs the count full. So Nieves in danger of potentially walking the first 3 batters here of the 4th inning, with the Patriots trailing 1-0. Off of second base, it's Hector Oliveira. Off of first, it's Brian Pounds. The 3-2 pitch from Nieves misses low and inside, ball 4. 3 consecutive walks from Efrain Nieves has loaded the bases here in the top of the 4th inning. And unfortunately for Nieves, it's a little more reminiscent of his first outing of the season, which came back on June 27th against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. In that game, he allowed 3 runs on 4 hits with 2 walks in 1 inning of work, which ballooned his ERA up right after his first debut, his first appearance of the season. After that point, however, he pitched well against the Barnstormers, 3 scoreless innings against Lancaster last Friday night, a week ago from today. Fastball here in for a called strike to Cordero, and a count 0-1. And then on July 4th, Nieves earned the win, tossing a scoreless inning of relief. He did allow 2 hits, but it was right before the Patriots started their rally, putting a 5 spot on the scoreboard against the Bees in the top of the 8th inning to take a lead in that ball game. 0-1 here is fisted foul down the right field line, and the count 0-2. So Nieves was hoping to carry some of his success from his last 2 starts as opposed to his first start. All right, now he's trailing 1-0, and the Skeeters have the bases loaded with nobody out. But an 0-2 count to the right-handed hitting Cordero, who grounded out to shortstop his first time up. Patriots would likely trade a double play ground out for a run here. 0-2 grounded over to third. It eats up. Guzman deflects off of his glove, ricochets into left field. That's going to score 2 runs. In to score from third base is Oliveira. Behind him from second is Brian Pounds. And the Skeeters have been able to capitalize on the walks allowed by Nieves. It'll be ruled at E5, so those runs are unearned. And the Skeeters now out to a 3-0 lead here in the top of the 4th inning. All's a sharply hit ground ball over to Carlos Guzman, who has really not played too often at third base this season. He wasn't able to field it cleanly. It bounced into left field. And out to the mound will come Brett Jody. And that'll likely end the evening for Efrain Nieves. Brett takes the ball, so Nieves will exit, and we'll have a pitching change with nobody out, runners at first and second in the top of the 4th inning, and the Skeeters leading 3-0 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com. Pitcher in the ball game here for the Somerset Patriots, Alex Guillen, will enter the game here with the Patriots trailing 3-0. So Efrain Nieves' day has come to a close. And we'll get his final line in a moment, but certainly not the outing that he was looking for. He winds up just going 3+ innings. Over those 3+ innings, Nieves allows at least 3 runs, 2 of which are earned at this point, but the book not yet officially closed. There's 2 runners that are still on base. He does allow 4 hits with 4 walks and 1 strikeout. So with the Skeeters leading now in this ball game 3-0 and still threatening with nobody out, it'll be up to Alex Guillen to try to keep Somerset close, keep this deficit manageable, and give this Patriots lineup that certainly has the potential of blowing up really at any time. They've had some huge innings, some big ball games. Granted, the second half hasn't been too kind to the Somerset Patriots just yet, but this is certainly an offense that has the potential of getting right back into this game in a hurry. All right, now Guillen on the mound, 3-1 with a 3.81 earned run average this season. Over 20 appearances, he has tossed 30 2/3 innings, 23 strikeouts against 11 walks. Opponents are hitting just .208 against the first-year Somerset Patriot, a former Rockland Boulder. He'll work on the mound here against Joe Benson, who had a base hit his first time up. An infield single on a ground ball hit to the right of the second baseman, Tyler Bortnick. He threw it onto first base, but the throw was low. Benson would have beat it out for an infield single anyway, but they advanced to second after Christian Marrero wasn't able to make the scoop. So the first pitch here to Benson in there for a called strike, 0-1. Benson entered with just a .209 batting average on the season. But he's 1 for 1 with a run scored. And a 3-0 Skeeters lead. Goyen stares the runner back towards second as the pitch to Benson is fouled off. Onto the Audi suite level here at TD Bank Ballpark. Falls back down, and a nice one-handed catch made by a fan right in front of the press box. So it's an 0-2 count now to the right-handed hitting Benson. Well, the Patriots, with their defensive alignment today, they have to sort of rearrange things a little bit because they're pretty short-staffed. There's a decent amount of injuries on this Patriots team trying to work everything out. The 0-2 to Goyen, misses low and outside. A nice breaking ball from Goyen, but misses well outside. A ball and 2 strikes. Carlos Guzman playing at third base today. This is just his 4th start of the season over at third. He's been primarily a first baseman for the Patriots this year, and he has been an outstanding defensive first baseman. But he's plugged in to play third base here with Alfredo Rodriguez still recovering from his concussion symptoms from a little over a week ago. Benson here grounds one past the diving shortstop Kelly into left field. Held up at third base, however, is Cole Gillespie. Almost said his brother. The throw is cut off along the infield, so another base hit for the Sugarland Skeeters. Benson, who was 209 batter entering this ball game, is 2 for 2 today. Gillespie at third, Cordero at second, Benson at first. Still nobody out. The first 5 batters of this inning have all reached base for Sugarland. And now Derek Miller will step in with the bases loaded. And an opportunity for the Skeeters to try to really open up this ball game in front of what's close to a sold-out crowd here at TD Bank Ballpark. Probably it is a sellout. First pitch, swung on, lifted down the left field line, foul. Miller got well out in front of that one. If he had kept it fair, possibly would have had a chance, but foul by a good 25, 30 feet or so. So it's an 0-1 count now to the designated hitter Miller. He flew out to left field his first time up. Wind slightly blowing in from center field, but really nothing too notable. The 0-1 misses low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, the Patriots are returning home from a 6-game road trip in which they went 2-4. They dropped the 2 of 3 against the Barnstormers, 2 of 3 against the New Britain Bees. And in both series, the getaway days weren't too kind to Somerset as Miller drills this one to deep left. Eggleston racing back. He's not going to get there in time, and it is over the wall for a grand slam. A grand slam for Derek Miller, his 5th home run of the season, and that has opened up this game for the Skeeters. It is now a 7-0 lead with nobody out in the 4th inning. So Goyen comes in, he allows a base hit to Joe Benson, and then a grand slam to Derek Miller. He hit one foul a couple of pitches ago, but he straightens that one out and sends it over the left field fence. 7-0, the Skeeters on top here, and it'll be a very tall mountain for the Patriots to climb in this ball game. Going from the windup here, and the first pitch to Josh Prince is lined into left field. Another base hit for the Skeeters. Well, the Patriots are just struggling to get outs at this point. Kevin Aarons is going to come to the plate now. He is the 8th batter of the inning, and there's still nobody out. The first 7 batters have all reached base against the Somerset Patriots here in the 4th inning. And 6 of them have already come home to score. The only one that hasn't is Josh Prince, and he just reached base on that single. So that is the first grand slam that the Somerset Patriots have allowed this season. And they've allowed 6 runs here in the 4th inning now, and I believe this is the most runs that they've allowed in a single inning this season as well. The previous high was 5, and it was set by the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 2 times. 2 different times against the Patriots, 1 down in Waldorf and 1 here at TD Bank Ballpark. But a 6-run 4th for the Skeeters is the largest inning that the Patriots have allowed this season. Goyen will throw over to first, and Prince dives back in. Now Goyen still has to be very aware of Prince over at first base. He's got a lot of speed. is 1 for 2 along the base paths here today. Stole the base in the first, was caught stealing in the third. First pitch to Kevin Aarons is a curveball that misses low. 1 ball and no strikes. Aarons drew a walk his last time up. He is 0 for 1. This crowd here at TD Bank Ballpark has been silenced by a very strong outburst from the Skeeters here in the 4th inning. As the fastball in for a called strike to Aarons and the count 1-1. It was Nieves who was on the mound to begin the inning for the Patriots. And now that all of the inherited runners that Goyen had have come home to score, the book is now closed on Efrain Nieves. The 1-1 swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. So the final line on Nieves, he goes 3+ innings. He allows 5 runs, 3 of which earned on 4 hits, 4 walks, and 1 strikeout. And now Alex Goyen on the mound. He's already allowed 2 runs charged to him on 3 hits. And the Patriots are still looking for their first out here in the top of the 4th. The 1-2 just misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 7 runs on 7 hits, 1 error for Sugarland. No runs on 1 hit. And 2 errors for the Somerset Patriots. Two-two pitch here from Goyen. A breaking ball misses outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now Somerset's already walked 3 batters in this inning. They've also allowed 3 hits and have also allowed a batter to reach on an E5. And I think the original plan was to have Goyen try to eat some innings for the Patriots. But he's struggling to find his command here. And the Patriots might have to go to their bullpen even sooner than they had originally hoped after bringing Goyen into the ballgame. 3-2 to Aarons is drilled to deep left center field. That's going to get down for an extra base hit. Prince was running on the play. Pacioli to the ball quickly after it 1-hops against the wall. Relay throw home will be cut off by Christian Marrero. An RBI double for Kevin Aarons. 7 runs in the 4th inning for the Skeeters. They lead 8-0. 35th run batted in of the season for Kevin Aarons. And this is a big-time lead here for the Sugarland Skeeters. 8 batters in the inning. All have reached base against the Patriots. And now Giansanti will be the 9th batter of the frame. Still nobody out. And the Patriots have lost some games this season and have not been close in some games. But this is about the hardest that I've seen a team hit against any Somerset Patriots pitchers so far this year. Every single swing for the Skeeters has been right on point. As the fastball here in for a called strike, 0-1. 4 hits in the inning, including a Derek Miller grand slam, and now a Kevin Aarons RBI double. As Sugarland in front, 8-0. Aarons will lead off of second. Giansanti's 0 for 2 today. The 0-1 to him is popped up. Shallow center field. In comes Pacioli. Out goes Kelly. Pacioli will call him off and make the catch. And a nice cheer from the Patriots faithful here. 1 away in the top of the 4th. And that'll bring the 10th batter to the plate of the inning, and Hector Oliveira. So Oliveira will now come onto the plate here. Oliveira began the inning with a walk. Eventually came around to score on the E5 from Carlos Guzman. It came with the bases loaded and a sharply hit ground ball off the bat of Albert Cordero. Guzman failed to field it cleanly. Oliveira came home to score. Here on the first pitch, he drops a base hit into left field. Held up at third base, however, is Kevin Aarons. With the Skeeters already holding on to an 8-run lead. Gary Gaetti at third base playing conservative. But another hit for the Sugarland Skeeters here in this inning. That is now the 5th hit of the inning overall. The Skeeters with 8 runs on 9 hits. And now runners on the corners with 1 away. And up to the plate will come Brian Pounds, the 11th batter of the inning. Pounds also drew a walk. The first 3 batters of this inning all drew walks against the Patriots. Oliveira, Pounds, and Gillespie. Before it was Albert Cordero, who grounded one off of Carlos Guzman's glove to increase the Sugarland lead at the time. First pitch here to Pounds misses low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. So it's Aarons at third. and Oliveira at first. Pounds, another guy that has been struggling as of late, and really that's a story for this Sugar Land Skeeters team, is that a lot of the players in this lineup, they don't have great batting averages as of late. Fastball here in for a called strike, 1-1. And Pounds is one of them. Over his last 15 games, he's hitting just .226, 12 of 53 from the plate. Now granted, he does have a base hit earlier today, but 8 runs on 9 hits for a Sugar Land Skeeters team that coming into today had been struggling offensively. The 1-1 swing and a miss, 1-2. And a lot of that comes off the heels of after 2 of their best players, Jeremy Barfield and Andy Wilkins, had their contracts purchased. But I mean, look, there's a lot of teams in this league that have had some of their top players purged by major league organizations. And it starts with the Somerset Patriots. 11 different players have had their contracts purchased this season. The 1-2 from Goyen. Fastball misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I mean, just recently, Logan Darnell had his contract purchased from the Patriots for the 2nd time this season. He had his contract purchased by the Tampa Bay Rays, and he's going over to their AA affiliate, the Montgomery Biscuits. And just another example of, great players in this league. They get noticed and they get picked up. 2-2 curveball misses low and outside, and that runs the count full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 away in the top of the 4th inning. It's an 8-0 lead for the Sugar Land Skeeters. They have scored 7 runs here in the 4th. Brian Pounds is the 11th batter of the inning. Kevin Aarons leads off of 3rd, Hector Oliveira off of 1st, with Cole Gillespie awaiting on deck. The Skeeters have also drawn 4 walks in this inning. 3-2 pitch coming from Goyen. Upstairs, ball 4. The 4th walk allowed by a Somerset Patriots pitcher here in the 4th inning alone. And the bases once again are loaded for Sugar Land and Cole Gillespie. So Gillespie's 0 for 1. He drew a walk back in the 4th. I mean, this inning went walk, 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 error, single, grand slam, single, double, and then fly out, single, and now a walk again. It's been a very tough inning for the Patriots. It's the most runs they've allowed in a single inning so far this season. And an 8-0 deficit. Right now, I believe this would be their largest deficit of the year as well. Fastball here in there for a called strike, 0-1. The largest margin of defeat that the Patriots have faced this season was 7. And it was back on May 21st against the Long Island Ducks. That was over in Central Islip. Right now, it's an 8-run deficit. Still a lot of baseball left, however, as the 0-1 misses upstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. It'll be a tall mountain to climb for the Patriots, and they're just going to have to try to chip away bit by bit here against the starting pitcher Mitch Talbot, who certainly didn't have great numbers coming into this ball game. The 1-1 is fouled off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Talbot entered with a 6.30 ERA on the season, and opponents hitting .308 against him. So, certainly an opening there for the Patriots to try to come back into this ball game. But it's going to have to start in the bottom of the 4th inning. But first, the Patriots have to get through the top of the 4th here. Going comes set. The 1-2 pitch. Grounded softly foul down the first baseline. So Gillespie able to stay alive. We do have an interview. We'll be joined in the top of the 5th inning for this broadcast by Rod Hirsch. He's the executive director of Operation Shoebox New Jersey. A tremendous organization. They are the game sponsor of today's ball game. They're the sponsor of the post-game fireworks. They're also the sponsor of the patriotic jerseys that the Patriots are wearing on the field today. That'll be auctioned off after the game. 1-2 to Gillespie. Breaking ball, line down the left field line. That's going to hit off against the wall and stay fair. 2 runs are going to score on the play. It is a 2-run double for Cole Gillespie. 9 runs in the 4th inning for the Skeeters. Patriots struggling to get outs here. 9 runs in the inning. It's now 10 runs on 10 hits for Sugar Land. 13 batters at least will come to the plate here in the inning, and Corey Dommel is going to come out to the mound and have a conversation with Goyen as the Patriots bullpen starts to get loose again. I mean, this has been as much of a nightmare inning for the Somerset Patriots as you can have. Already a grand slam in this inning earlier off the bat of Derek Miller. Now 9 runs home. In to score from third base on that play was Kevin Aarons. Scoring from second base on the play was Hector Oliveira. And then going first to third was Brian Pounds. And that ball hit off against the top of the wall down the left field line. It was very nearly the second grand slam of the inning for the Sugarland Skeeters. But Alex Goyen will stay on the mound here, and an interesting thing to keep note of now throughout the remainder of this ball game is that the Patriots have used 2 of their 3 meetings on the mound already, and both of them have come here in the 4th inning. Atlantic League teams are only allowed 3 meetings on the mound that do not result in pitching changes throughout the course of the entire ball game as an attempt to speed up the pace of play. So up to the plate here comes Albert Cordero. First pitch swinging, he skies it over to left. Aaron Eggleston underneath it, he makes the catch. Tagging up from third base is Brian Pounds. He'll score easily. The 10th run of the inning for the Sugarland Skeeters. They lead now 11-0. A sacrifice fly and a run batted in for Albert Cordero. And now Joe Benson will step in. He'll be the 14th batter of the inning, but now 2 away. And the Patriots hoping to get out of this one without allowing any further damage. I mean, they've already allowed 10 runs. It's 11-0 lead for the Skeeters. 11 runs on 10 hits for Sugarland. No runs on 1 hit for the Somerset Patriots. First pitch to Joe Benson in for a called strike, 0-1. And this has to be one of, if not the longest durations of innings the Patriots have experienced this season. A very tough inning so far for Somerset. Efrain Nieves started it. Alex Goyen now looking to finish it. The 0-1. That just misses. Not sure where that missed, but misses for a ball, says home plate umpire Fred DeJesus, and the count 1-1. Goyen stares into Adam Donahue for the call. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball there at the knees for a called strike. Benson disagrees. He turns around and says, really? But it's a 1-2 count with 2 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Already 10 runs home in the inning for the Sugarland Skeeters. 7 of those 10 runs are earned. Benson steps back into the batter's box, a right-handed batter here. The 1-2. Breaking ball misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, Goyen has already thrown over 31 pitches. He's now thrown 33 pitches in this inning alone. Still looking for the final out. Off of second base is Cole Gillespie. The 2-2. Grounded foul down the third base line. So the count will hold. Benson, another guy who had been struggling as of late. He was 4 for his last 27 from the plate for the Sugarland Skeeters over the last 9 ball games. But he is 2 for 2 today with a pair of runs scored. 2-2 pitch coming from Goyen. Misses low and outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Well, there's already been 4 walks in this inning alone. And if Benson draws a walk, that would bring Derek Miller up to the plate for his second at-bat of the inning. And he had a grand slam earlier in this inning already. With 2 away, the 3-2 pitch. Swung on, grounded foul. And Benson able to stay alive. Well, we'll see how long Goyen works here. There's another reliever getting loose in the Patriots bullpen down the right field line. Believe that might be Connor Root. Patriots could be wearing different numbers today with the patriotic jerseys. So it's hard to tell exactly who that is that's getting loose down the right field line for Somerset. But Goyen might not be long for this ball game. The 3-2. Grounded over towards third. Guzman charges in. Fields throws on to first in time, and the inning comes to a close. So the most runs that the Patriots have given up in a single inning this season finally comes to a close. It's an 11-0 Skeeters lead. We get to the bottom of the fourth on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com. Yes, I can. Yes, I can hear you, Mike. Yeah, no, I can hear you now. Okay. Okay, that works. Yeah, he said that we might have needed another cable, which is, and today we were all in a bit of a hurry today, so we thought that it would work because everything worked as we were leading up to it. Yeah, we'll do. We have to figure that out. It's because the other. Trune Associates is the sponsor of the lawn seating area in the ballpark. At Trune Associates, you'll find more than a wide variety of competitive insurance products. You'll find people who understand your needs. Trune Associates is a team of licensed professionals who care about their clients. The Somerset Patriots would like to thank the Children's Specialized Hospital for their continued support of the 2017 Somerset Sluggers Kids Club. Well, Greg Golson will lead off the bottom of the fourth inning for the Somerset Patriots with the Skeeters leading 11-0. 11 runs on 10 hits. 1 error for Sugarland, no runs on 1 hit, and 2 errors for the Somerset Patriots. An 10-run inning for the Sugarland Skeeters, easily the most runs that the Patriots have allowed in a single inning this season. As the Patriots in a deep hole here on what is still a beautiful evening for baseball here at TD Bank Ballpark, but a big-time Sugarland lead. So it's Mitch Talbot who's back on the mound here. It'll be the 3-4-5 batters due up for Somerset. First pitch to Greg Golson misses low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. So it was 10 runs on 6 hits with 1 error, and then wound up being 1 runner left on base. As the 1-0 here to Golson misses low. 2 balls and no strikes. And at the end of the inning, it looked like Brett Jody had motioned down to the Somerset bullpen. So Goyen might be done after just his 1 inning of work. But now this becomes a dangerous situation for the Patriots. 2-0 to Golson, grounded up the middle, diving stop by Giansanti, but it deflects off of his glove. He couldn't hold it in. It'll be a single for Greg Golson. Second time that he's been on base today. It's only the second base hit of the ball game for Somerset. And they'll start their rally here in the bottom of the fourth. Well, we'll be joined with an interview in the top of the 5th inning. Rod Hirsch, the executive director of Operation Shoebox New Jersey, will come on and he'll provide a little more information about Operation Shoebox, which is really a tremendous organization. They supply a lot of help to all of our military members that are overseas, create care packages for them. It's really a great organization. First pitch here to Kyle Roller, in for a called strike at the knees, 0-1. But here in the bottom of the fourth, Patriots looking to chip away at this large deficit. Kyle Roller is certainly a good guy to try to get that going. Had a base hit down the third base line in his first at-bat. He's 1 for 1. The 0-1 here, grounded back towards the pitcher Talbot. Fields throws to second for 1, turned to first in time for a 1-6-3 double play. So quickly, there's now 2 out and nobody on in the bottom of the fourth. Roller's 1 for 2, and considering how much power he has, that's a pretty uncharacteristic double play ground out for Kyle Roller. But now up to the plate will come Carlos Guzman. And Guzman has found himself in a little bit of a schneid as of late. First pitch here to Carlos, in for a called strike, 0-1. Guzman over his last 3 games is 0 for 12 from the plate. He was actually given Wednesday off. Give him a couple of days off before returning to the lineup today. The fastball here misses inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. And it's weird that Guzman has struggled a bit over his last 3 games, considering it comes right off the heels of an 11-game hit streak for Carlos. Fastball here in for a called strike, and the count 1-2. Overall, Guzman still tied for the team lead in runs batted in. He also leads the team in hits, leads the team in games played, and in at-bats as well. The 1-2 is grounded over towards the left side of the infield. It pops over the glove of Anthony Giansanti. Carlos Guzman with a base hit. That breaks up an 0 for 13 stretch. It'll be Guzman off of first now for Adam Donahue. And sometimes you'll take it any way you can get it, and hopefully that base hit will get it going again for Carlos. Sort of inside out the ball. It looked like he might have hit it with some English, some reverse spin as it rolled towards shortstop. And Anthony Giansanti was shaded towards the second base bag against the left-handed hitting Guzman, but by the time that he ranged over to his right, wasn't able to field the ball cleanly. It looked like it might have even popped over his glove. So a 2-out base runner for Somerset here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Sugarland leading 11-0. Adam Donahue at the plate. First pitch to Donahue. Fastball misses low, 1-0. Donahue in the lineup because Jovan Gonzalez had a bit of a hamstring strain that he suffered on Wednesday against the New Britain Bees. 1-0 here at the knees for a called strike, 1-1. I mean, I should say Jovan and Donahue have really been splitting playing time for the most part throughout the course of the entire season. Jovan started Wednesday night's ball game and then was taken out with an injury. In came Adam Donahue. He went 0 for 1 from the plate. And now he's the starting catcher for the Patriots tonight. The 1-1 is chopped foul. And the count moves to 1-2. But the Patriots have been blessed with awesome play from their catchers this season. Jovan Gonzalez has been elected to the All-Star game. He'll likely be the starting catcher for the All-Star game. And Adam Donahue, over his last 15 games, he's hitting .297 with a pair of home runs and 11 runs batted in. A .261 batting average overall this season. And his first year back onto the field after he spent a year coaching over in Korea under former Somerset Patriots third base coach Shane Spencer. And Donahue's looked very comfortable at the plate over really the last month or so. The 1-2, breaking ball misses inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Donahue also recently had a 10-game hit streak ended. He's tied for the second longest hit streak for Somerset Patriots this season, tied with Jerry Sands. The 2-2, line foul off the press box facade. So the count holds at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jerry Sands had a 10-game hit streak earlier this season. Both Greg Golson and Carlos Guzman each had 11-game hit streaks that both ended on the same day. So that's the longest hit streak of the season. Nobody close yet on the Patriots to coming to 11. The closest right now would be Kyle Roller. Roller's now hit safely in each of his last 6 ball games. That's the longest active hit streak on this team. So Mitch Talbot on the mound. He exchanges the ball for a new ball. He'll come set with Carlos Guzman leading off of first base, held on by Brian Pounds. The 2-2 pitch. Fastball misses outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Well, Tyler Bortnick awaits on deck, but it's Adam Donahue here at the plate. Pitcher continues to get loose in the Patriots bullpen. I believe that's Connor Root. But it's still a little hard to tell from this angle. So Talbot steps off, and now he'll step back on to work against Adam Donahue. Both teams today are actually playing with guys in a player coach role. Donahue for the Patriots, Travis Scott for the Skeeters. Guzman takes off. The 3-2 misses outside. Ball 4. So runners at first and second now for the Patriots with 2 away. And up to the plate will come Tyler Bortnick. Bortnick's 0 for 1. He lined out to right field his first time up. So Mitch Talbot on the mound here, and Talbot's pitch count has started to rise a little bit. It's now at 64 pitches through 3 2/3 innings. But I would imagine that Gary Gaetti is going to try to do everything he can with an 11-run lead to keep Talbot in this ball game. Try to give him an opportunity to earn his 3rd win of the season. First pitch here, in for a called strike, 0-1. Talbot overall in his 2nd season in the Atlantic League. Last time he was in the Atlantic League was all the way back in 2014. He was a member of the Long Island Ducks. But they released him, got rid of his rights, and the Skeeters picked him up this year. The 0-1. Bloop towards second base. Along the infield underneath it is Josh Prince. He makes the catch, and that retires the side. No runs for the Patriots on 2 hits, no errors, 2 runners left on base. We'll head to the top of the 5th. Skeeters leading 11-0 on 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Visit BellariDesign.com to learn more today. Operation Shoebox New Jersey, the executive director, the game sponsor for tonight's ball game. You guys have the fireworks show after the game. We have the patriotic jersey auction going on as well. But before we get into a little bit of that, why don't you talk a little bit more about what Operation Shoebox is and how you guys contribute to the community?
Here in central New Jersey. We've been around for 12 years, started in 2005, and what we do is collect donated items, and we ship care packages to our troops deployed around the world. We've sent about 130,000 boxes overseas in that time, and that's all with volunteers, and proud to say that we've never had to spend a penny on anything that goes into those boxes. Everything's been donated over the years.
It's really tremendous work that you guys are able to do, and you know I've been fortunate enough. I've seen a couple of the boxing events that you guys actually host here,
right here at
TD Bank Ballpark, and I mean it's really a tremendous organization. You guys have been longtime sponsors also.
Yes.
With the Somerset Patriots. Do you know how long have you been a sponsor of the team now?
You know, I was looking at our jersey collection back in the office, and I think this is the 6th year that we've actually sponsored the jersey auction. We're real proud of these uniforms. They look great.
Oh yeah, they look awesome.
I just wish they had brought good luck to the guys tonight. They're not working.
Well, it's an 11-0 lead for the Sugarland Skeeters. There's a new pitcher in the ball game right now for the Somerset Patriots as well. It's Connor Root, and the first batter that he faces is Derek Miller. He pops it out to center field. So 1 away here in the top of the 5th. It's Mark Schwartz being joined alongside the Executive Director of Operation Shoebox New Jersey, Rod Hirsch. As the pitch here from Connor Root is fouled off over the backstop out of play. 1-1. So, you know, besides
the score on the field, which is certainly not ideal for the Somerset Patriots. How's everything else going so far for you guys tonight?
Well, you know, we're real proud to be associated with the Patriots. You know, it's a winning organization. You know, they're community based. There's a lot of parallels and there's a lot of similarities between the two. I've been working with the front office guys for all these years. They've all been here that whole time. You know, it's like there's no turnover in that front office, and you know, it goes beyond being a partnership. It becomes a friendship, and that's how we feel. We always feel very welcome here, and you know, we look forward to our times here. You know, you had alluded to the packing event. We're going to be here on July 22nd, which is a Saturday, and we're going to be set up on the concourse, and we're hoping to pack 1,000 care packages. But to do that, we need help. We need volunteers. So you know, I'd like to use this opportunity to kind of put the word out to everybody that you know, if you want to come and help us, by the end of the day, when you're finished, you're going to go home feeling real good about what you've done, because you know, we've got I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of U.S. troops that are deployed. We've got troops at some level in 150 countries overseas, and you know, they miss being home. And when they get these care packages, it's a touch of home. It's things that they left behind. I mean, there's, you know, stuff that they can't get where they are. Simple things like soap and you know, a bag of oatmeal or a candy bar. So, you know, your few hours spent here, believe me, is going to put a smile on the face of a bunch of guys and gals overseas. So hopefully, we always get hundreds of people show up, so that's what we're hoping for again.
So how would somebody become involved? How would they be able to sign up to come out for that event?
Well, you know, they can call us up. They can go on our website, or you know, they can just show up and we'll put them to work. I mean, it's real simple what needs to be done. You know, we give instructions ahead of time. We have a little orientation, and you know, we put them to work.
Well, one more time, why don't you plug your website and all the information
Sure.
about Operation Shoebox so people know how to find you?
Sure. The website is www.op and then the word shoeboxnj.org, or they can call at 908-698-0333. We're also on Facebook. They can, you know, poke around and find us there. And, you know, they'll see a lot of pictures of men and women overseas with our care packages, and that'll give them a good idea as to why we do what we do.
Well, Operation Shoebox is a tremendous organization, a longtime sponsor of the Somerset Patriots. Please visit them online at their website or any of their social media accounts. Find out more information. Come out for their packaging event on July 22nd, you said?
Yeah, it's a Saturday.
Saturday, July 22nd, right here at TD Bank Ballpark. Rod, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it.
No problem. That was Rod Hurst, the Executive Director of Operation Shoebox New Jersey. We'll take a break on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
Looking for incredible savings and selection on leading brands of furniture and bedding? Visit Flemington Department Store. Family owned and operated for over 50 years. Our 2-acre showroom features the brands you want, all at exceptional values. Flemington's highly trained furniture experts are not on commission, so you can experience a pressure-free and informative shopping experience. Come explore the best-kept secret in New Jersey at the Flemington Department Store on Route 31 in Flemington.
Insurance is a complicated subject. Add a language barrier and it's just a disaster. My name is Melissa Estevez and I work for Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey at Horizon Connect. I love my job because I'm able to connect with the people. Once they realize they can come here and speak to someone in Spanish, they keep coming. Health insurance is very complicated, especially today. I love making it simple for people. It's something that makes me feel fulfilled.
Yeah. Yeah, Joe's working. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mike. All right.
Located in Flemington, New Jersey, is the premier baseball and softball facility in the Northeast and is home to the Jack Cuss Baseball and Jenny Finch Softball Academies. Diamond Nation is a top draw for prominent youth, teen, and high school tournaments and is dedicated to providing top-flight instruction, private lessons, and outstanding camps for individuals and teams. Visit us at diamondnation.com. Aaron Eggleston at the plate here. First pitch in for a called strike. Oh, missed outside, actually 1-0 as Eggleston here grounds this pitch over towards second short. It's fielded by Anthony Giansanti, and he throws it onto first base in time for the first out. So Mitch Talbot trying to make quick work of the Somerset Patriots again here. It's an 11-0 Sugarland Skeeters lead. We just had Rod Hirsch on the air for the top of the fifth inning, talking about Operation Shoebox New Jersey. He is the executive director, and please, guys, support this organization. They do tremendous work here in the local community. They're stationed over in Hillsborough, so it's a natural partnership with the Somerset Patriots. First pitch here to Justin Pacioli in for a called strike, 0-1. They have a packaging event here on Saturday, July 22nd. There's actually a Somerset Patriots game later that day. The 0-1 here misses low. 1 ball and 1 strike, but it's going to be a great event. It's a free event. You basically come out, bring any sort of goods, services that you can help send overseas to all of our military members spread out around the entire world. As Pacioli swings through the fastball here and the count moves to 1-2. Help package those events, help send some notes in there as well. I mean, these are guys that are overseas that could really use, all of the support from everyone back here stateside. And it's a tremendous event. The entire Patriots organization front office helps out during the day as well. So feel free, come out to TD Bank Ballpark, help out with that event for a great cause. 1-2 pitch here to Justin Pacioli, misses low. I count 2 balls and 2 strikes. And again, if you need more information on Operation Shoebox New Jersey, you can visit them on their website, opshoeboxnewjersey.org, or you could go to any one of their social media accounts. They're very active on social media. Visit their Facebook page. All of the information on all of their upcoming events are posted on their Facebook page. 2-2 to Pacioli is grounded over towards third. It's fielded by Kevin Aarons. His throw to first in time for the second out. So quickly, 2 out, nobody on in the bottom of the fifth inning. And the Patriots are, there's still a lot of baseball left to play tonight, but they're trailing by a lot with not that much time left. I mean, it's an 11-0 lead for the Sugarland Skeeters, thanks in large part to a 10-run top of the fourth inning. The Patriots are on their third pitcher of the evening. Connor Root came on for the top of the fifth, and Root actually looked very impressive. Didn't get a chance to talk too much about him, but he worked a 1-2-3 inning, in which he also struck out a batter. As the first pitch to Scott Kelly here is a fastball that misses outside, 1-0. Kelly, a right-handed batter. The 1-0 pitch from Talbot. Fastball in there for a called strike, 1-1. So Mitch right now an out away from qualifying for the win. He has made 6 starts, so he does have the opportunity to go a little longer in the ballgame than Efrain Nieves did, the Patriots starting pitcher today. 1-1 to Kelly, in for a called strike, 1-2. Kelly's 0 for 2 today. 2 ground outs, 1 to shortstop in the first inning, 1 to second base in the third. The 1-2 pitch is chopped foul. So the count holds at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Scott did not reach base in his last game. However, he has reached base in 22 of his last 24 games. And the game on Wednesday was actually the first one during that stretch in which he was a starter that he did not reach base. The only other one he entered as a pinch runner later in the ballgame. Here he is hit by a fastball that comes inside from Talbot. And the Patriots have a 2-out base runner in the bottom of the fifth. So Kelly reaches base, making it now 23 out of his last 25 games. He's reached base safely. And now Christian Marrero, who's been lights out for Somerset. He'll come to the plate here. He's 0 for 2. But a couple of notes on Christian Marrero. He entered today's ballgame over his first 13 games with the Somerset Patriots. He entered tonight with a .532 on-base percentage. That quite literally means more often than not when he's at the plate, he's going to reach base. And he's actually maintained an on-base percentage of over 500 over his last 10 games. Fastball here on the first pitch from Mitch Talbot misses low, 1-0. And normally when you see a guy come to a team, you expect like, all right, his numbers might balloon a little bit at the beginning, but then eventually they'll come back down to the earth. He's played in 13 games, and over each of his last 10 games, he has maintained an OBP above 500. So he is still getting on base more often than he is not. The 1-0 misses upstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. Marrero's 0 for 2 so far today. So if you're playing the averages, math would dictate that this is an opportunity where Marrero is likely to reach base. That being said, he's struggled against Talbot so far. He grounded out to second base in the first, struck out swinging in the third. Talbot with just 2 strikeouts so far. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball misses low, 3 balls and no strikes. Well, the Patriots, they can't hit an 11-run home run. That just can't happen, unfortunately. So what you try to do, you get a run here, 2 runs there, a run here, 3 runs there, and try to slowly chip it away and make it manageable towards the last couple of innings of the ball game. Here Marrero takes ball 4 low. So right on cue, Marrero plays the law of averages. He gets on base. He draws a walk. That's the 15th walk that Christian Marrero has drawn since joining the team. And we'll pause 10 seconds for station identification on 1450 WCTC. So runners at first and second now with 2 out for the Somerset Patriots in the bottom of the 5th inning. Up to the plate comes Greg Golson. He's been on base 2 times today. First pitch to Golson in for a called strike, 0-1. Golson reached on an error in the first inning and then an infield single in the 4th. The Patriots with just 3 hits so far against Mitch Talbot compared to 11 runs on 10 hits for the Sugarland Skeeters. It is an 11-0 lead for Sugarland. Talbot comes set. He'll work from the stretch. The 0-1 to Golson. Misses low and inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Golson entered this ballgame with a .250 batting average on the season. His first year with the Somerset Patriots, he has now played in 32 games with the Patriots since joining the team on the last day of May. One of a couple of additions that really played a huge role in clinching the first half Liberty Division Championship for Somerset. Fastball here from Talbot missed upstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike. Golson played a huge role. Kyle Roller, who awaits on deck, he played a massive role as well. I mean, Roller's turned into one of the best players in the Atlantic League as of late, and it's really hard to argue against that considering the numbers that he's put up specifically over pretty much the last 3 weeks. Talbot steps off momentarily and stares Kelly back towards second. It's Scott Kelly leading off of second after he was hit by a pitch. Christian Marrero leading off of first after he drew a 2-out walk. And Greg Golson at the plate. 25 runs batted in on the season for Golson. 2-1 pitch here from Talbot. Fisted foul over the backstop, out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Majority of the fans still here in attendance as they look forward to the post-game fireworks show, which is presented by Operation Shoebox New Jersey. Along with the jersey auction, which will conclude after tonight's ballgame. Really cool blue patriotic jerseys with red and white stripes going across the sleeves. 2-2 to Golson, grounded softly up the middle. Charging in is Giansanti. He fields, he throws to first. It just beats Golson, and that retires the side. No runs for the Patriots. No hits, no errors, 2 runners left on base. 11-0 Sugarland Skeets leads. We head to the 6th on 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Are you ready for some family fun? Have a ball with everyone. It's a slam and hit. Come on and get patriotic.
Hi, I'm Sparky Lyle. I'm going to be at the ballpark all year long, and so should you. It's an all-star season.
behavioral health care would be,
Behavioral health care?
heard of it, but I don't know.
I really couldn't tell you the difference.
Help with their emotional and mental health?
I'm not really sure.
Carrier Clinic thinks differently about behavioral health care, applying new scientific advances to treat mental illness and addiction, replacing routine care programs with alternative treatments and new measurable levels of compassionate care. For the best in behavioral health care, think Carrier.
And then what I'm going to do is, for our games that are on TV, I'm going to use the vector so you plug into the phone line, so we don't never have to worry about working on the
And running the bases after the game, we've got a free kids clinic down on the field. All kids can learn baseball skills from the Patriots players you see on the field right now. We'll also get a visit.
Save time checking online with the Supercuts mobile app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play. When it's time for a haircut, save time and check in online using their convenient mobile app or at supercuts.com. Somerville Aluminum wants you to love the savings now and later. Get 10% off energy-efficient, money-saving Pro-Signet Provia premium doors and Sunrise restoration windows. Visit SomervilleAluminum.com for details. Connor Root comes back on for the top of the 6th inning, with the Sugarland Skeeters leading the Somerset Patriots 11-0. Right now, this would be the largest margin of defeat for the Patriots this season. It's already their largest deficit of the year. Still plenty of time to try to mount a comeback, but they gave up 10 runs in the 4th inning. And the first pitch here to Giansanti, drilled to deep center. Back goes Pacioli at the warning track. He reaches up and makes the catch. Probably would have stayed in play, but still reaching up right in to the immediate left of straightaway center field. And one pitch and one loud out here in the top of the 6th inning. So Giansanti retired there. And now up to the plate will come Hector Oliveira. It'll be Oliveira's 4th plate appearance of the ballgame, and here we are in the top of the 6th. The main difference in this ballgame so far was a 10-run 4th inning for Sugarland. Oliveira's first pitch is fouled off down the first baseline, 0-1. They plated 10 runs on 6 hits, 1 error, and they left 1 runner left on base. That inning included a grand slam from Derek Miller, a 2-run double from Cole Gillespie, an RBI double from Kevin Aarons. The 0-1 here to Oliveira is grounded over to short, fielded by Kelly, his throw to first in time for the 2nd out. So there's quickly 2 away here in the 6th inning with Connor Root working on the mound. And Connor Root's been impressive so far, looking to settle this ball game down. Efrain Nieves, the starting pitcher for the Patriots, went 3 innings, allowing 5 runs, 3 earned on 4 hits and 4 walks. Alex Goyen then came in. He tossed 1 inning. He allowed a pair of inherited runners to score, and then wound up allowing 6 total runs of his own, 5 earned on 6 hits with 1 walk. So both Nieves and Goyen's earned run averages are certainly going to balloon after today's game, unfortunately. But Connor Root settled down. He's not allowed a base runner against the first 5 batters that he's faced. Fastball here in for a called strike, 0-1. And Root trying to solidify himself with a role for this Patriots team. I mean, he was brought in at the same time that Ben Hoffman was brought in for the Patriots. 0-1 coming here from Root. Fastball misses upstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. And Ben Hoffman never actually wound up making an appearance with the Patriots. He spent maybe about 4 days on this team before he was traded over to the Traverse City Beach Bums of the Frontier League. 1-1 coming here from Root. Fouled all swung on and lifted down the right field line. Eventually it's going to go foul. And it does, so it's a ball and 2 strikes. Root, on the other hand, he appeared in 6 games with the Lancaster Barnstormers last year, all as a starting pitcher. But he right now is making his 4th relief appearance in a Patriots uniform, and that's the role that right now is available for him. Now, that being said, the Patriots have had to shuffle around their starting rotation a little bit as of late. One of the reasons why Efrain Nieves had to start today's ball game. The 1-2 misses low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Originally, this would have been Rick Teasley's turn in the order for Somerset, but Teasley missing today's ball game. He got hit in the arch of his right foot on a ground ball in the first inning on the first batter that faced him against the New Britain Bees back on Monday night. Fastball here, upstairs for a called third strike, and that retires the side. Connor Root has retired 6 straight. We head to the bottom of the 6th, 11-0 Sugarland lead on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
Welcome to the brand new Somerset Patriots app. What is an app? Everything Somerset Patriots, all at your fingertips. The Patriots My Rewards program. Download this free app today at the Apple Store or Google Play. I might not know what an app is, but this one is really fun.
Okay, class, as you know, today is Career Day, and we have a very special guest in.
View a full inventory of new Ford cars and trucks online at Fullerton.com.
Wet wipe?
Carolyn Reeves, you are the contestant. A Patriot batter smacks the home run into the net between the flames of the Char Steakhouse sign. You'll bet $10,000 on a free steak dinner at Char Steakhouse. Char
Thank you.
Steakhouse. It's rare
Thank you.
to find something this well done. I get it. Hey fans, you want a sample?
The Somerset County Education Association supports the outstanding public school employees that make your child's education possible. TD Bank is proud to sponsor the Somerset Patriots. It's time to bank human again with TD Bank. With TD Convenience Checking, all it takes is a minimum daily balance of $100 to avoid a monthly maintenance fee. TD Bank also offers the longest hours and a free debit card on the spot. Stop in today to open an account. Visit them at tdbank.com/checking or give them a ring at 888-751-9000. TD Bank, America's most convenient bank. Member FDIC. Bottom of the 6th inning now here at TD Bank Ballpark. Kyle Roller will lead off the inning for the Patriots. It'll be Roller followed by Carlos Guzman and Adam Donahue, all to work against Mitch Talbot, who remains on the mound. He has kept the Patriots off the scoreboards to this point. No runs on 3 hits, 2 errors for Somerset, 11 runs on 10 hits, and 1 error for the Sugarland Skeeters. First pitch here to Kyle Roller misses low, 1 ball and no strikes. It's the most lopsided game in which the Patriots have played so far this season. Trailing by 11 runs. 1-0 to Roller, skied along the infield left side. Underneath it is Kevin Aarons at third, and he stares into the night sky to make a one-handed catch for out number 1. So Kyle Roller now 1 for 3. That'll bring Carlos Guzman to the plate. Guzman 1 for 2. Guzman had a base hit on a dribbler to the left side of the infield his last time up. Broke a stretch in which he was 0 for his last 13 from the plate. He's looking to start a new hit streak. He had an 11-game hit streak, which was then broken up by this 0 for 13 stretch over his previous 3 games heading into tonight. Looking to start a new streak. He's 1 for 2. First pitch fastball from Talbot misses low, 1-0. Talbot about to approach 90 pitches. In fact, the last one he just threw right there was his 90th pitch of this ball game. 1-0 to Guzman, inside corner for a called strike, 1-1. From the windup here, the 1-1 pitch to Carlos. Breaking ball misses low and inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, the first 2 times that the Patriots had seen Talbot this season, they had gotten to him pretty well, but give credit to Talbot. He has been very impressive today. He's been keeping the Patriots off balance, and he has kept the Sugarland Skeeters out in front by a large margin. As Guzman here fouls off the fastball, and the count moves to 2-2. Sometimes when a team jumps out to such a large lead like the Sugarland Skeeters have done tonight, it becomes a little easier to relax on the mound. That being said, Talbot's pitched well. And he's coming off of really pitching better over his last 4 outings. Even last 5 outings for the most part. He's been constantly lowering his ERA. As Guzman fouls off the fastball. Talbot, at one point this season, had a 14.21 ERA. That was after his first appearance in June against the Somerset Patriots back on June 3rd here at TD Bank Ballpark, where he allowed 4 runs on 5 hits over 2 innings in a 9-2 Patriots victory. That was the highest that Talbot's ERA has been this season. 2-2 pitch here from Mitch. Fouled off yet again. But since that point, it has now dropped down to 6.30. 4 innings, allowing 2 earned runs, 4 2/3 allowing a run, and then his last 3 outings, he's been 2-1 over those outings, each time working 5 innings, each time allowing no more than 3 earned runs total. Hasn't been a huge strikeout guy, and again, he doesn't have a lot of strikeouts today. 2-2 to Guzman, however, swinging a missed strike 3, so right on cue. Mitch Talbot gets his 3rd strikeout of this ballgame. Second time that Guzman's gone down swinging today. 2 out, nobody on in the bottom of the 6th inning. Up to the plate will come Adam Donahue. He's 0 for 1. He drew a walk his last time up. The Patriots have drawn 2 walks in this ballgame. They've also been hit by 1 pitch. But it's an 11-0 Sugarland Skeeters lead. And this is a ballgame for Somerset where, of course, you want to mount a comeback again in front of a very large crowd here at TD Bank Ballpark tonight. First pitch to Donahue, misses low, 1-0, but after this game is over, most likely it's one of those games that you just put behind you. You don't even think about it too much. You just clear the mind and get ready for another game tomorrow. It's one of the beauties of baseball. 1-0 here to Donahue, grounded to the left side and through, a base hit. Adam Donahue with the 4th base hit of the ballgame for the Patriots. Second time that he's been on base today. It's a 2-out base runner for Somerset. That'll bring Tyler Bortnick up. But again, in baseball and here in the Atlantic League, we get to play 140 games. So if you have a tough go of it one day, just turn around, wipe some dirt on it, and get back out, because the next day is a whole new day. And that's what the Patriots' mindset's going to be. I mean, and I don't think there's any question, there's no hangover effect for this Patriots team. I mean, of course, they celebrated at the end of the first half. They clinched the Liberty Division Championship after the 5th to last game of the first half of this season. First pitch to Bortnick in for a called strike 0-1. And of course, there was a reason for the Patriots to celebrate after that point. But talking with these guys and talking with the coaching staff, I mean, everyone is here to win, and they enjoyed the feeling of clinching the first half so much. You want to duplicate that in the second half. As the curveball here to Bortnick is swung on and missed, 0-2. So there's never any even small iota of a sense of complacency for this team. I mean, these are all competitive professionals that are out on this team right now, and every day they're coming in because they know these guys that are playing on some of the other teams. The Atlantic League is a fraternity. Baseball is a fraternity. These guys know each other, and they do not want to lose ball games. The 0-2 to Bortnick is grounded softly over to short. It's fielded by Giansanti. Steps on the second base bag himself, and that retires the side. So no runs for the Patriots here in the 6th on 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. We head to the 7th. Sugarland leads 11-0 on 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Check your mailbox. You could find money in it. Money Mailer could be in your mailbox right now. You'll find great offers from local area businesses you know and trust, including the Somerset Patriots. You can also find all of these offers and many more at moneymailer.com or on our new convenient Money Mailer app for Android and iPhone users. So start saving money now and look for your Money Mailer envelope, which might be in your mailbox today.
What's better than winning Dealer Rater's Dealer of the Year award? Winning it back-to-back. That's right. Flemington Car and Truck Country is New Jersey's Dealer Rater Dealer of the Year 2 years in a row. So thank you to our customers for putting us on top again. Visit DealerRater.com to read our reviews. Over 1 million satisfied customers can't be wrong. 17 brands, 6,000 vehicles in one location. Flemington Car and Truck Country family of dealerships.
Proud to be the better way to buy.
Fans, if you don't get your fireworks filled tonight, join us for our next shows that at the Atlantic League All-Star Game on Wednesday or Saturday, July 22nd. Both nights will feature the best fireworks show in all New Jersey at the conclusion of the game. That's fireworks Wednesday night after the All-Star Game, and Saturday.
Welcome back to TD Bank Ballpark here. And here at TD Bank Ballpark, you could have your next ballpark barbecue at the ballpark. Groups of 30 or more can enjoy the game from the picnic area located down the left field line and enjoy the all-you-can-eat barbecue buffet. We do all the work, so you can just sit back and relax. Call the Patriots Group Sales Department at 908-252-0700 to plan your next ballpark barbecue. Well, it's Connor Root back on the mound here for the Patriots for his third inning of work. Root has been very impressive, and he has kept the Skeeters off the scoreboard ever since their 10-run top of the fourth inning. So it'll be Root to go up against Cole Gillespie, Albert Cordero, and Joe Benson. 11 runs on 10 hits for Sugarland, no runs on 4 hits, and 2 errors for the Somerset Patriots. And it's been a tough start to the second half of the season for the Patriots. Now, granted, they already have their playoff spot locked up, and as we said before the break, this is a team that is fighting and grinding every day. First pitch here from Root in for a called strike, 0-1. But now 4 games into the second half, the Patriots have let their opponents score first in each of these 4 games. 0-1 to Gillespie, misses outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. 3 games against the New Britain Bees, including one of them being a victory for the Patriots. They trailed 1-0 early, eventually wound up winning that ball game 8-4 thanks to a 5-run top of the 8th. Gillespie here lines one to left. In comes Eggleston. He reaches down and makes the catch for the first out. That's now 7 consecutive retired by Connor Root. 1 away in the top of the 7th inning. Up to the plate will come Albert Cordero. But the Patriots have had to respond after a couple of tough losses, really over the last couple of days. I mean, you could go back to Sunday over in Lancaster, the final game of the first half between the Patriots and the Barnstormers. Somerset was leading that ball game 6-4 going into the bottom of the 9th inning. But with the dimensions and the short porch in right field over at Clipper Magazine Stadium, the Barnstormers were able to take advantage. 2 home runs in that bottom of the 9th inning, including a solo shot from Caleb Gindel and a 2-run home run from Garrett Weber, his second home run of that game. Gave the Barnstormers, for them at least, an exciting 7-6 victory. They were able to celebrate because that guaranteed that they would play a play-in game against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, which will still take place in a couple of weeks for the de facto first half Freedom Division Championship. First pitch here to Cordero and at the knees for a called strike, 0-1. But that was a tough loss for the Patriots. They had to rebound. The next day they were playing over in New Britain against the Bees. And they ran into Kyle Simon, who's pitched very well against Somerset this season. Simon helped the Bees earn that win. 0-1 here to Cordero, grounded softly over to short. In front of it is Kelly. Cordero lightly jogs down the first baseline, and Kelly makes the throw for the second out. So 2 out, nobody on now in the top of the 7th inning. It'll be Joe Benson at the dish. So it was a tough loss for the Patriots on that Monday night game against the Bees. And then Tuesday, a good come-from-behind victory. Patriots offense came to play late in the ballgame after Mike Lee had a very strong start for Sugarland. And then on Wednesday, in the series finale against the Bees, it was on the mound for the Bees, Greg Nappo. And Nappo, making his first start of the season, pitched very well against Somerset as well, before the Patriots got to the bullpen later in the game and eventually lost it in the bottom of the 9th. The first pitch here to Joe Benson is a fastball that misses upstairs, 1-0. And welcome back if you're tuning in on 1450 WCTC. It's the top of the 7th inning with 2 out and nobody on. Sugarland leading 11-0. 1-0 to Benson, lined up the middle and through, a base hit. That's the first base runner allowed by Connor Root. He had retired each of the first 8 batters that he had faced. But Joe Benson now with his 3rd base hit of this ball game. He is 3 for 4 after entering the game 4 for his last 27 over his last 9 games. So Sugarland has certainly enjoyed playing here at TD Bank Ballpark tonight. 11 runs now on 11 hits for the Sugarland Skeeters. 2 out in the top of the 7th. And that'll clear the 9 spot. It'll bring Derek Miller to the plate. Miller's 1 for 3 today, but that one hit was a big one. A grand slam in the 4th inning. First pitch here from Root. Breaking ball drops in for a strike, 0-1. At the time, the Skeeters were leading 3-0 over Somerset, but Miller opened it up with a grand slam to make it a 7-0 lead. Sugarland would later add 4 more runs in that inning alone. They brought 14 batters to the plate in that inning. Fastball here from Root misses low and outside, 1-1. 10 runs on 6 hits, 4 walks, 14 batters. And that is why we currently stand at an 11-run difference here in the top of the 7th inning. The 1-1 misses upstairs, 2 balls and 1 strike. It is the first game of a 3-game weekend series here between the Patriots and the Skeeters. We have another exciting game planned tomorrow here, including a t-shirt giveaway. There'll also be Polish Heritage Night, and then on Sunday we have Minions coming here. It's going to be a Minion appearance from the Despicable Me movies, and of course the Minion movie. They got their own movie, and now they have their own theme night here at TD Bank Ballpark. Fastball here for a called strike to Derek Miller, and the count 2-2. So it's an action-packed weekend here at TD Bank Ballpark, and then, of course, that's followed up on Wednesday with the All-Star game. Root from the stretch, the 2-2. Skied foul behind home plate. Over for a look is Adam Donahue, but it lands into the first row of seating. And it remains a 2-2 count. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 away in the top of the 7th. And Sugarland leading 11-0. Derek Miller, the son of the Sugarland Skeeters team president, Jay Miller. So certainly a family connection down in Sugarland. He's a right-handed batter, hitting .224 this season. Another guy that has struggled a bit as of late. The 2-2 is line foul down the right field line. I mean, I could go through the entire order, and a lot of these guys don't have great batting averages over their last varied amount of ball games. Miller falls into that category. He is 3 for 20 over his last 6 games. That's a 150 batting average. That being said, he's played very well against the Somerset Patriots this season, and of course he already has a grand slam today. 2-2 pitch coming from Root. Grounded to the right side. Overs Bortnick, fields cleanly at the edge of the outfield grass, fires it onto first. That retires the side. And a very impressive 3-inning performance from Connor Root. It's still an 11-0 Sugarland lead. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th on 1450 WCTC, WCTCAM.com.
Hi, Somerset Patriots fans. I'm Joe Bodner of Bodner's Auction Sales. Please join me here on August 6th to get great things autographed and signed for Operation Shoebox, such as this jersey. So come on, I'm going to get it signed.
Guys, sign Joe. Hey guys, sign Joe. Hey guys, sign Joe. Guys, sign Joe.
Hey, we got to sign Joe.
No.
The jersey.
Oh, jersey. I can write real big, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Tell us the story about the Jersey Devil.
Here's a real Jersey legend about the fireball. They say it was forged in Jersey, a flaming orb that transforms ordinary people into winners!
Fireball from the New Jersey Lottery is real and only for Pick 3 and Pick 4. Play Fireball and you can transform a non-winning ticket into a winner.
Hey, look, I won!
Give your numbers more firepower because anything can happen in Jersey.
Urban legends have feelings too!
All right. Need to hire technical professionals? Spearhead Staffing is Somerset County's award-winning IT staffing and recruiting company. From software developers to project managers, Spearhead Staffing can provide a customized recruiting approach for your company's needs. Visit them at spearheadstaffing.com. That's spearheadstaffing.com. Bottom of the 7th inning here at TD Bank Ballpark. It is a 11-0 Sugarland Skeeters lead over the Patriots in the first game of this weekend set. The Patriots have been so impressive all season long, but this has been a very impressive evening for the Sugarland Skeeters. Mitch Talbot's day has come to a close. We have a new pitcher in the ball game here for Sugarland, so we'll get Talbot's final line in a moment. As the first pitch to Aaron Eggleston misses. No, it's in there for a called strike, 0-1. And the 0-1 to Eggleston, grounded over to the right side. It's fielded by the second baseman, Josh Prince. Throws it onto first base in time for out number 1. So the new pitcher in the ball game for the Sugarland Skeeters, believe that's the righty Evan Reed, side armor. Didn't get a chance to see his number. No, it's not. It's actually Chris Tripe. So Chris Tripe, the 5'11", 185-pound righty in his second season with the Sugarland Skeeters. He works on the mound here. Already got Eggleston to ground out to second base, and the first pitch here to Justin Pacioli misses low, 1-0. So the final line on Mitch Talbot, he's in line for the win right now. He goes 6 strong innings without allowing an earned run on 4 hits. As the fastball here in for a strike, 1-1. 4 hits, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. So a nice outing for Talbot. Now Tripe will be on the mound for the Skeeters, looking to maintain this lead, this difference, as the fastball here to Pacioli in for a called strike, 1-2. Pacioli's 0 for 2 today, a pair of groundouts. Tripe comes set as the 1-2 grounded softly over to second. Long hop fielded by Prince. A strong throw onto first base beats Pacioli. Now Pacioli is 0 for 3. Patriots with only 4 hits so far today. Greg Golson has 1, Kyle Roller has 1, Guzman has 1, and Adam Donahue. Scott Kelly's 0 for 2, but he was hit by a pitch his last time up. So Tripe on the mound here, and he's got an interesting story. I was wrong. It's actually his 3rd season with the Sugarland Skeeters. He also appeared in 1 game with the Somerset Patriots last year, believe it or not. He was quickly signed as the first pitch here misses low, 1-0. Now, if my memory serves me correctly, the one appearance that he made with the Somerset Patriots last year actually happened when the team was down in Sugarland. It was a road appearance. As here, Kelly rips a base hit into right field. So Scott Kelly with the 5th hit of the ball game for Somerset. He's now reached base in each of his last 2 at-bats. So Kelly takes first, and Kelly's played well against the Skeeters so far this season. He was 12 for 30 against Sugarland coming into this ball game. So Scott will lead off of first, always a threat to take off, but I don't think he will, trailing by 11 runs. The Patriots, more so than anything else, need base runners. Up to the plate will come Christian Marrero. He drew a walk his last time up. So the lone appearance that Tripe made as a Somerset Patriot last year came against the Sugarland Skeeters. It was on June 26th. Tripe took the loss. He worked an inning and 2/3, allowing 6 runs, all earned on 4 hits with 2 walks. Had to eat some innings for the Patriots in that ball game. As the first pitch to Marrero misses outside, 1-0. That was a game where Sean Garceau was the starting pitcher. It was in the middle of a long road trip, and oftentimes when you go down to Sugarland, you sometimes need to pick up somebody locally just to help out and eat some innings. Fastball here to Marrero misses inside, 2-0. Sean Garceau was the starting pitcher in that ball game. Tripe took the loss after Garceau allowed only 3 runs through the first 6 innings. Tripe came on in the 7th.
allowed 6 runs. Michael Thomas, who had a very nice season for the Patriots last year, finished up the ball game. Fastball here to Marrero, misses outside, 3-0. A lot of familiar names in that ball game as well. Brian LaHare had a huge day. He went 3 for 5. David Vidal went 3 for 5. Carlos Guzman had a nice day. Michael Jones had a pair of doubles. It was a good team last year for the Patriots. Fastball here to Marrero, misses low, ball 4. Second consecutive walk for Christian Marrero. So he's reached base 2 times now. And again, I mentioned it the last time he was up. He's maintained an on-base percentage over 500 over his last 10 games. He was 0 for 2 in his first 2 at-bats, but draws a pair of walks. Again, a 500 on-base percentage. So runners at first and second now with 2 out in the 7th inning. Somerset still looking to break through for their first run of the ball game. Greg Golson at the plate here. He is 1 for 3. First pitch to Golson. Slider drops in for a strike, 0-1. So that was Trite as a Somerset Patriot last year. This year, as a Sugarland Skeeter, Tripes appeared in 15 games with a 4.33 earned run average. 17 strikeouts over 18 2/3. And he gets Golson swinging over a slider here. No balls and 2 strikes. Trite has a slow sidearm delivery. He's only 5'11", so when he drops down to deliver it sidearm, that ball's starting pretty low to the ground. And it's definitely an adjustment after the Patriots previously had to work against Mitch Talbot. 0-2 pitch here to Golson. Lined foul. Golson able to stay alive. Talbert's only 6'1", so he's not incredibly taller than Chris Tripe, but the difference is that Talbot delivers over the top, whereas Tripe delivers more of a sidearm delivery. So it's different arm angle, different location where the ball is coming from. Changes the eye level of the batters at the plate. 0-2 pitch here to Golson, swing and a miss, strike 3. Golson set down on a slider, and that retires the side. So we head to the 8th. Sugarland leads 11-0 on 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Attention troops, Scout Nights with the Somerset Patriots will be returning to TD Bank Ballpark for the upcoming season on Friday, June 2nd, Sunday, July 23rd, and Thursday, August 31st. Additionally, our Girl Scout days are set for Sunday, June 4th, and Thursday, July 27th. Troops will have the honor of presenting both their PAX banner, along with our nation's colors, on the field before the game. A parade around the field will end with the troops lining the infield during the national anthem. Scouts looking to earn badges for presenting the colors and going on a go-see-it outing can fulfill both, all while enjoying America's pastime. Tickets begin at just $8.50 for everyone in the group, with commemorative 2017 Scout patches available for just $150. Visit SomersetPatriots.com or call 908-252-0700 so you can get involved and have your troop honored at a professional baseball game. Hey fans, do you have a group of friends or coworkers you want to entertain? Then come out to TD Bank Ballpark and party with the Patriots on our Audi Suite Level. Enjoy the next Patriots game you attend in a lap of luxury. Stop by the ticket office to find out more information about nightly hospitality suite rentals as well as seasonal plans that are still available. The Somerset Patriots Suite Level is brought to you by your New Jersey Audi dealers and the all-new Audi Q5 SUV. Connor Root remains in the ballgame. He's pitched very well for Somerset. As we move to the top of the 8th inning, it's still an 11-0 Sugarland Skeeters lead. But Root has retired 9 of the 10 batters to which he has faced. The lone difference was Joe Benson with a 2-out single in the 7th inning. But Root has settled this game down nicely. As the first pitch here to the leadoff batter, Josh Prince, in for a called strike, 0-1. Root, a righty,
trying to make a name for himself here with the Somerset Patriots. The 0-1 misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. And after Efrain Nieves struggled at the beginning of this ball game, and Alex Scoyen came in and certainly struggled as well in one inning of work. It's been Connor Root has, at the very least, returned a bit of normalcy to this ball game as Prince swings through the fastball. Count moves to 1-2. Again, this is Root's fourth appearance of the season with the Patriots. Entered without factoring into a decision at a 3.68 earned run average. Who comes set? Tall righty. Works from the stretch. The 1-2 misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Root, a 6'5", 205-pound righty from Nashua, New Hampshire. Made his Patriots debut back on June 21st against the New Britain Bees. Allowed 1 run on 3 hits over 2 innings of work. 2-2 pitch here is fouled off. He then tossed 3 scoreless innings against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs here at TD Bank Ballpark on June 29th in a game that the Patriots lost 6-4. And his last time out was on July 3rd against the New Britain Bees. It was this past Monday. Root came in relief of Rick Teasley, who allowed 4 runs over 5 innings. And Connor Root allowed 2 runs over 2 1/3. Here, Prince swings through the fastball, strike 3. Connor Root with a strikeout there. So Prince set aside. 1 out, nobody on in the top of the 8th. Up to the plate will come Kevin Aarons. Aarons is 1 for 3, had an RBI double as a part of that 10-run 4th inning, but he's also struck out. That came against Connor Root. Root now with 3 strikeouts so far. Again, in his 4th inning of work, this is his longest outing with the Patriots this season. First pitch to Aarons, a breaking ball misses low, 1-0. And Root finds himself in a long reliever situation, and potentially we'll see how Brett Jody wants to manage his starting rotation moving forward. There's a lot of questions up in the air. The 1-0 is lined foul down the left field line, 1-1. Rick Teasley not pitching today, even though this was his scheduled spot in the rotation after he was injured on Monday night's ball game. So it's Root pitching here in relief instead. But I was talking with Rick before the game, and he mentioned there is a possibility that he could pitch as early as Sunday. So the injury isn't too serious. Fastball misses outside here, 1-1. He mentioned that it was after he got hit by a ground ball in the arch of his right foot. So he's been running around during batting practice. He's been long tossing. He's been getting loose with the team before the games begin. So he's pretty much feeling all right, and he's hoping to at least get a couple of innings in on Sunday. Fastball here misses inside to the right-handed hitting Kevin Aarons. It's a 3-ball-1 strike count. Somerset did have the fortune of having yesterday off, so it allows the rotation to sort of settle down a little bit. The 3-1 is skied towards deep center field. Back goes Pacioli. At the warning track, he turns around. That ball's gone. A solo home run for Kevin Aarons. It's now a 12-0 Sugarland Skeeters lead on Aarons' 7th home run of the season. 12-0 Sugarland here in the top of the 8th inning. And that just adds on to the largest deficit for the Patriots this season. So Connor Root, who had been pitching very well, struggles to give up the home run there. And that was an impressive shot off the bat of Kevin Aarons to center field. And Aarons, a guy that really hadn't been playing too well with Sugarland. He'd played a lot better earlier this season with the Lancaster Barnstormers, but a nice home run there for Kevin Aarons. 4th home run in a Sugarland uniform. First pitch here to Anthony Giansanti, in for a called strike 0-1. Aarons had a .319 batting average with 3 home runs and 17 runs batted in 18 games with the Lancaster Barnstormers earlier this season. 0-1's fouled off. It's compared to 3 home runs and 17 RBI with the Sugarland Skeeters, but in 3 times as many games. Again, he was a big-time acquisition for Sugarland back at the beginning of the season when they were struggling for players due to injuries and contracts being purchased. 0-2 here to Giansanti. Comes inside and nearly hits him. Fastball got away from Connor Root. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One out here in the top of the 8th inning. It's a 12-0 Sugar Land Skeeters lead. 12 runs on 12 hits. 1 error for the Skeeters. No runs on 5 hits. And 2 errors for the Somerset Patriots. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, popped up along the infield. In comes Christian Marrero. He's called off by Tyler Bortnick at second. Along the infield grass, he makes the catch for the 2nd out. So 2 out now in the top of the 8th. With Hector Oliveira about to step in. Connor Root looking to complete his 4th inning of work. And there are a couple of Patriots standing up in the bullpen down the right field line, but nobody getting loose just yet. Brett Jody at least getting Root to eat up some innings here for the Patriots. He has thrown 45 pitches, about to throw his 46th. First pitch to Oliveira misses outside, 1-0. Oliveira is 1 for 3 today with a pair of runs scored. Had 2 plate appearances in the 4th inning. Drew a walk, scored a run. Had a base hit, scored a run. The 1-0 from Root. Misses upstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. Oliveira, a guy that certainly a big name, but didn't really live up to the hype at the major league level. Appeared overall in 30 games in the bigs between 2015 and 2016. The 2-0 pitch here from Root, grounded over towards short, fielded by Scott Kelly. Fires it on to first, that retires the side. So the Skeeters add another run on a solo home run from Kevin Aarons, but Root finishes up the inning. It's a 12-0 Sugar Land lead. We head to the bottom of the 8th on 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Nothing is more important than your child's education. The Somerset County Education Association represents the public school employees that make your child's education possible. This includes more than 7,000 teachers, paraprofessionals, bus drivers, nurses, custodians, secretaries, and other outstanding education support professionals. Visit www.sceanj.org for more information. Together, we can prepare our children for the future.
Mommy, can you help me get my jelly bean? It's stuck.
Sure, honey. Where?
In my ear.
From beans to bumps, we're ready for you. Hunterdon Healthcare Urgent Care. Hunterdon Healthcare, your full circle of care.
Alpine Business Systems is a leading provider of information systems and services. Our staff of certified network professionals deliver world-class consulting, design, implementation, integration, administration, and maintenance of computing systems and networks, as well as system support services and custom software development. Visit Alpine Business Systems at www.alpinebiz.com. Alpine Business Systems is the official IT provider of the Somerset Patriots. Looking for a great deal on a new car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer. Visit tristateford.com for more information today. Ford, a proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. So a new pitcher in the ballgame here for the Sugar Land Skeeters. Chris Tripe's day comes to a close. He tosses a 1 scoreless inning of relief. And the new pitcher out on the mound is Sean Gleason. Gleason, a guy that can be a starter. He can work multiple innings. And I imagine we'll see Gleason the rest of the way, with the Skeeters leading 12-0 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Gleason certainly has struggled this season. The first pitch to Kyle Roller missed outside for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 to Roller. This is inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Well, Gleason is 1-6 this season with a 7.16 earned run average. He's appeared in 18 games. He has made 4 starts. And he has not pitched particularly well. 2-0 to Roller is fouled off, 2-1. Opponents are hitting .331 against Gleason, who split time last year between the Skeeters and the New Britain Bees. He also pitched back in 2015 with the Camden River Sharks. Has never really enjoyed a lot of success in the Atlantic League, however, as Roller swings through the fastball. Count 2-2. Over his 3 combined seasons in the Atlantic League, Gleason is 10-29 with a 5.79 earned run average. 2-2 pitch. Grounded over towards first, and it's past the first baseman, Brian Pounds. Kyle Roller with a base hit into right field. That's his second hit of the ballgame. He's 2 for 4. And if you want a potential silver lining in a 12-0 defeat, it's that Kyle Roller continues to play very well. He has hit in 6 consecutive ball games, and he is now 10 for his last 22 from the plate over that 6-game stretch, with a pair of home runs and 8 runs batted in. He's been hitting for average, he's been hitting for power, he's been hitting opposite field. Roller's been a huge addition to this Patriots team. He's not a member of the All-Star team, as Carlos Guzman fouls off the first pitch foul down the third base line 0-1. Mainly because Roller didn't have enough games, really, in a Patriots uniform. I mean, I would say if the All-Star game voting started today, then of course he would be an All-Star. Or of course he would garner votes because he's had more playing time with the Patriots. As Guzman here chops this one foul. And the count 0-2. Carlos, of course, is an All-Star with the Somerset Patriots. Guzman's enjoyed a very good season. But for Kyle Roller, he's now played in 32 games with the Patriots. And it's hard to have somebody clinch a spot and be selected into an All-Star game when they haven't even played half the amount of games in the first half, which is the main reason why Roller didn't make it. I mean, when Roller joined the team, he joined it back in late May. His first game with the Patriots was back on May 26th. So he missed over a half of the first half. So it would have been hard to justify voting him in, based, just along the games played. Fastball here to Guzman in for a called third strike. And Carlos now struggling. That's the 3rd time that he has struck out today. Guzman now 1 for his last 16 from the plate. And we have a pinch hitter coming up, and look at the first time this season we have Alfonso Reyda making his Somerset Patriots debut. Congratulations to Alfonso Reyda. This is his professional baseball debut. He has been the bullpen catcher for the Patriots all season long. And finally, Reyda is able to get himself into the ballgame. He's been active for a while, but he's only been really available in emergency situations. Here the Patriots are trailing 12-0, and a great gesture by Brett Jody to give Alfonso Reyda his first plate appearance, and the first pitch he sees is swung on and missed. He was up there hacking, and he swung through the fastball from Sean Gleason, and a count 0-1. But certainly really nice to see Alfonso Reyda get into the game here. Grounds the 0-1 delivery over towards short. It's bobbled by Giansanti, and it rolls into center field. That'll likely be a fielder's choice. And an error charge to Anthony Giansanti, which allows Alfonso Reyda to reach base. So Reyda's first plate appearance of his professional baseball career. And he's over at first on the E6. And over to second base goes Kyle Roller. Well, so nice to see Reyda. He is, he travels with the team to every single road game. He's here for every home game. He's always in the bullpen. He never really gets his name announced. Not a lot of accolades surrounding him. He doesn't, get a lot of the playing time, but, he's been such a pleasure to work with on the road throughout the course of the entire season. Always has a smile on his face. Everyone in the clubhouse loves him. And really nice to see him get his first professional at-bat here with the Somerset Patriots. As the fastball here on the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1 to Tyler Bortnick. So it's Reyda now at second. And this means that he'll catch in the top of the 9th inning for whichever pitcher comes in for the ball game for the Patriots. Bortnick checks his swing on this pitch, and he went around on the fastball that missed low, but going around, says the first base umpire Calvin Baker, so it's an 0-2 count now to Bortnick. With Roller over at second base. Reyda also takes batting practice with the team every day, just waiting for his opportunity. He has finally gotten it today. Bornick grounds one softly over to second. It's fielded by Prince. He shovels it over to second for one, but the turn to first isn't in time. It was a high throw on the turn from Anthony Giansanti. Bornick will be safe at first. That'll go down as a fielder's choice because you cannot assume the double play. Anthony Reda is retired. Alfonso Reda is retired from the base paths. Over to third goes Kyle Roller. And the Patriots have a runner at third base for just the second time today. Another thing to keep in mind as this game quickly approaches its conclusion is that the Somerset Patriots have not yet been shut out once this season. There have been, I believe it's 3 different times this year, Somerset had no runs heading into the 9th inning. As the fastball here to Aaron Eggleston in for a called strike 0-1. But each time that the Patriots have been held scoreless heading into the 9th inning, they've turned it around and they've scored a run. The 0-1 to Eggleston, grounded to short, fielded by Giansanti, throws on to second with Prince covering the bag, and that retires the side. So the Patriots remain off the scoreboard. We head to the 9th. It's a 12-0 Sugarland lead on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, at WCTCAM.com.
Solution Stadium at Piscataway getting set for kickoff. The ball is loose. That's a live football. It's recovered by Rutgers for the touchdown. Throw it deep, a man all alone. And he's still on his feet. There he goes. No one's going to catch him.
We the people are tired of being surprised with extra monthly fees. We want HD and every box and DVR all included. Because we don't like surprises.
Yes, like changing up the celebrity at the end to someone more handsome and talented.
Really?
And British.
Switch from cable to DirecTV. Get 4 rooms with HD DVR and every box included for $25 a month.
All right, we'll do. Welcome back to TD Bank Ballpark for the top of the 9th inning. We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification on 1450 WCTC. It is a 12-0 Sugarland Skeeters lead as we return here at the jewel of the Atlantic League. YMCA playing. So some of the fans in attendance having a good time with that. Most of the fans staying in attendance, getting ready for the post-game fireworks show presented by Operation Shoebox New Jersey. We're actually joined by Rod Hirsch, the executive director of Operation Shoebox, earlier today. And got a chance to talk about what an amazing organization Operation Shoebox is. Again, if you haven't had the opportunity to read up on what Operation Shoebox does, they're a great organization. They provide care packages for our military members around the world, and we're actually going to be having a packaging event here at TD Bank Ballpark in a couple of weeks. First pitch to Brian Pounds is skied down the right field line. Off the end of the bat, it drops in front of Greg Golson for a base hit. There's also a new pitcher in the ballgame for the Patriots. It's Dwayne Bilo, who's on the mound. So Connor Roots' 4 impressive innings of relief have come to a close, and now Dwayne Bilo looks to work the top of the 9th inning with the Patriots trailing by 12. So Pounds reaches base. That's the 4th time that he's been on base today. He is now 2 for 3 with a pair of singles and a pair of walks, also with a run scored. And now Cole Gillespie will step in. But again, the packaging event for Operation Shoebox New Jersey takes place here at TD Bank Ballpark on Saturday, July 22nd. Be sure to head down here so you can be a part of that awesome event. Gillespie swings through the first pitch fastball from the southpaw Bilo, 0-1. We'll be putting together a bunch of packages to send over to our military members overseas. And it could be ranging anything from food to soap to toiletries to anything that these guys might need. These guys and gals might need. As the fastball from Bilo misses low. 1 ball and 1 strike. So please come out for that packaging event on July 22nd. If you need more information, you can visit Operation Shoebox at their website. You can visit their Facebook page, which is a very active account. Fastball here from Bilo misses low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Of course, we have the fireworks after the game presented by Operation Shoebox. We also have the cool patriotic jerseys that the Patriots are wearing today. Now, unfortunately, those jerseys have not brought Somerset a good deal of luck, as they're trailing 12-0. I guess a silver lining is that this is the only time the Somerset Patriots will ever wear these jerseys, which even adds to the rareness of them, which is why a lot of fans in attendance are hoping to win it in an auction after this ball game. I mean, they're really slick jerseys. And Operation Shoebox did jerseys last year also, which were one of my favorite alternate jerseys the Patriots have ever had. Gillespie grounds this one to third. Backhanded pick by Guzman to second for 1. The turn to first in time. A well-turned 5-4-3 double play. There's 2 out now in the top of the 9th. Well, Guzman making just his 4th start of the season over at third base. He already has an error today, and unfortunately for Somerset, it was a pretty costly error on a ground ball with the bases loaded at the time. Directly contributed to 2 runs. But that was a very nice play by Guzman there. Guzman, the natural shortstop, actually. Throughout all of his high school days growing up, he always came up a shortstop. As the first pitch here to Albert Cordero is fouled off 0-1. And then transitioned into the outfield when he was a member of the New York Mets organization. And then came over to the Atlantic League, where played primarily outfield initially before getting some looks at third base last year, some looks at third base with the Camden River Sharks. A little bit of work at first base last year as well, but really his primary work this season has been at first base. As here Cordero swings over the fastball and the count moves to 0-2. And Guzman has been tremendous at first base this season. I mean, he's got to be up for consideration for potentially the red, white, and blue all defensive team honors here in the Atlantic League. I mean, I don't even think he's had a single error at first base this season. 0-2, check swing. Did he go around? He did, says the home plate umpire Fred DeJesus. So Cordero goes down on strikes. Dwayne Bilo works himself a scoreless inning with Alfonso Reyda catching behind him. First inning catching for the Patriots in a game this season. But we head to the bottom of the 9th. Patriots trailing 12-0 on 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. When the world keeps trying to drag me down, gotta raise my hand, gonna stay my ground. I say, hey, have a nice day. Have a nice day.
I'm going to do the Comrex on the road. I'm going to do the connector for TV games. And we're going to do the Comrex with the wired, plugged-in internet for non-TV games. So we're good to go all the way around. Attention Patriots fans, Bridgewater Diner is a proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball, located at 1244 Route 22 in Bridgewater. It is just a foul ball away from the ballpark. Bridgewater Diner is a great place to meet and eat. Stop by the Bridgewater Diner before or after the game and enjoy great food and company. Well, we head to the bottom of the 9th inning here at TD Bank Ballpark. Mark Schwartz on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC, WCTCAM.com. It's been a tough night for the Somerset Patriots as the Sugarland Skeeters lead 12-0. 12 runs on 13 hits, 2 errors for Sugarland. No runs on 6 hits and 2 errors for the Patriots. And if they're not able to rally here, there's a lot of new season highs or season lows, depending on how you look at it, that will be set in today's ball game. Right now it's Justin Pacioli who will lead off the inning against Sean Gleason, back out for his second inning of work. It'll be Pacioli, then followed by Scott Kelly and Christian Marrero. First pitch to Pacioli in for a called strike, 0-1. Pacioli's 0 for 3 today with 3 groundouts, 1 to short, 1 to third, 1 to second. The 0-1. Line drive towards right field, but playable. Underneath it's Joe Benson, makes the catch, 1 away. Well, if the Patriots aren't able to at least score a run here in the inning, this will be the first time this season that they have been shut out in a ball game. They were trailing. They did not score a run until the 9th inning back on, what was it, against the Long Island Ducks here at TD Bank Ballpark. That was back on June 15th with Matt Larkins on the mound. They were trailing 3-0 going into the 9th until Chris Grayson hit a solo home run, which got the Patriots on the scoreboard and prevented a shutout. Earlier in the season, a game against the New Britain Bees over at New Britain Stadium. First pitch here to Scott Kelly, in for a called strike, 0-1. But back on June 10th, the Patriots were getting shut out heading into the top of the 9th, and then it was Kyle Roller who hit a solo home run, which got the Patriots on the board, broke up a shutout. 0-1 to Kelly here. Drops in for a called strike, 0-2. And then even earlier this season against the Long Island Ducks again, back on May 21st, Somerset was trailing 8-0 heading into the top of the 9th inning before eventually scoring on a wild pitch in the 9th inning in that ball game. 0-2 here to Kelly is fouled off. The count holds at no balls and 2 strikes. So again, this is now the 4th time this season that the Patriots have been held without a run over the first 8 innings. Each of the first 3 times they were able to at least score a run in the 9th. None of those times they're able to rally back and win the ball game, but at least they were able to score a run. Here they're still being shut out. The 0-2 to Kelly is a breaking ball in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kelly's been on base 2 times today. He's 1 for 3. Pair of groundouts early, was hit by a pitch in the 5th. Had a base hit to right field in the 7th. This is now his 5th plate appearance of the evening. 1-2 pitch comes inside. Narrowly misses hitting Scott, and the count runs even to 2-2. Christian Marrero waits on deck. He's been on base 2 times. So the Patriots have been able to get on base today. They have 6 hits. They've drawn a combined 3 walks. There's also been a player hit by a pitch. They've reached on a couple of errors. Kelly grounds this one foul. So they've been getting guys on base, but the thing is they haven't really been able to get that big hit. And any of the hits that they have gotten have all been singles. No extra base hits for the Patriots today. Any contact that Somerset has had, for the most part, hasn't been great. And it's just, sometimes you just chalk it up to one of those nights. The Skeeters had a 10-run 4th inning, and since that point, it seems like both teams have been in cruise control a little bit. Fastball here from Gleason, misses upstairs. That runs the count full to 3-2. Sugarland with 13 hits to go along with their 12 runs. It's not the most hits that have been hit against the Patriots this season. 3-2 to Kelly, grounded over to short. Giansanti charges in. Fields takes his time, throws to first, and a stretch from Brian Pounds, just able to stay on the base. And now the Patriots are down to their final out of this ball game. 3rd time that Kelly's grounded out today. He's now 1 for 4. It'll be up to Christian Marrero to start the potential rally for the Patriots here. The most hits against Somerset this season in a 9-inning ball game, it was 15 set by the Lancaster Barnstormers 1 week ago from tonight. Last Friday night over at Clipper Magazine Stadium, they put up 9 runs on 15 hits. It's also tied the most overall hits that the Patriots have allowed in a single game this season. They've allowed 13 today. First pitch to Marrero, in for a called strike, 0-1. Right now, the 12 runs is the most overall runs that the Patriots have allowed in a game this season, regardless of whether an extra inning ball game or not. Previous high was 11, which the Long Island Ducks set. The 0-1 here is a fastball that misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. So this would be the most, it already is the most runs that the Patriots have allowed. This would be their largest margin of defeat. It's already the largest margin that they've trailed in a single game this season as well. 1-1 to Marrero, comes inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, if you're tuning in on the radio on 1450 WCTC, be sure to stay tuned for the Flemington Department Store postgame show. We'll give the My Rewards code one more fun final time today. Set the stage for tomorrow. 2-1 to Marrero, fouled off, and now the Patriots are down to their final strike of this ball game. We'll also go over the out-of-town scoreboard in the Atlantic League and start talking a little bit about tomorrow night's matchup as the Patriots look to shake this one off and get back to their winning ways when they take on the Skeeters tomorrow night here at 7:05. 2-2 to Marrero, swung on. This one lifted towards center but playable. Underneath it is Cole Gillespie. He makes the catch, and that ends the ball game. The Sugarland Skeeters with the largest margin of victory over the Patriots this season, a 12-0 victory here at TD Bank Ballpark. If you're watching us on SPN.TV or Facebook, thank you so much for tuning in for the video here today. We're going to end it here. If you're tuning in on radio, we'll pause one more time. We'll take a break, come back, and wrap it up on the Flemington Department Store postgame show on SPN.TV.